Guys, what's going on? What's going on? Guys. I'm going to drop the link early, guys. Let's do that. AJ is not in a good mood today, man. I am not in a good mood. But you know what? Talking to you guys will put me in a good mood. Guys, 50304s is going to be demonetized tomorrow. I tried to appeal. And they said no. So that sucks. So in 90 days, I'll put in for to get re-monetization. You know, that sucks. But it is what it is, guys. I don't know. They said that like it didn't say a video, but it was saying like I don't know if the algorithm changed, but it was saying that the something about not transformative content. I don't know. Someone must have dinged me, you know. But I always shout out the channel. I always drop the link to the video. So I don't understand it, guys. You know, I don't. But it is what it is. You know. Colin, what's up, dude?
No much. Well, yeah. You just said how you doing. Sorry.
But yeah, I'll still post stuff over there. We'll still go live, you know, every now and then. But guys, I might just like take a little itty bitty break, you know, but it's still bullshit. You know what I mean? I don't understand it.
So did they give you a reason, or did they tell you like who was complaining?
No. Really? I put an appeal, and I said that my channel is a reactions channel. It's transformative. I give commentary, blah blah blah, and yeah, it is what it is. So hopefully, like in 3 months, I'll be able to. It's still monetized until like midnight tonight, I think. So, but it sucks.
I'm sorry, I missed the reason. I missed the reason why it happened. What was the reason?
They were saying. I think someone struck me because they were saying that my reactions weren't transformative enough, because that happens to a lot of guys who don't show their faces. And this is why I don't react to a lot of stuff on YouTube. I always do like Instagram, TikTok, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because people get butt hurt. You know what I'm saying? So, but it is what it is, you know?
You know, Dennis Sperling has gotten several people channels back, and also got their monetization back. So
really?
It probably wouldn't hurt to you know, maybe reach out to him. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, he's actually he's on the verge. I think he's actually filed suit against YouTube and got people their stuff back. But yeah, it wouldn't hurt to reach out to him. You know what I mean?
I will. Home School, what's up, dude? Keyshawn, what's up, man? Good to see you. Hey, Keyshawn and 2000s guy, you guys, thanks for you guys always being the first two in the chat to drop comments like every single time. Thanks for your consistency. Scott, what's up, dude? Rajai, Kelvin, what's going on? Rajai, man, good to see you. Good to see you, man. Where's your sound effect?
That sucks, man. That's such a good channel too, man. That sucks.
I'll keep it going though. You know what I'm saying? Steve,
did you get a chance to see the one video with the B-Dub kicked the ponytail patrol in the nose and broke it?
Wait, that's the one where she was standing on the car, right?
Yeah.
I think I have it in the Discord. We'll have to pull it up towards the end of the stream. So, Steve says, "How did my brother post Pearl show?" My brother's been a mod for Pearly Things since she only had 11,000 subs, right? So they've been friends for a long time, and then he's kind of helped her with some of the content on her channel, right? So and then now he helps her with the phone calls and everything. So she's traveling, so he got to fill in for her. So Kelvin, what's up, dude? Good to see you, man. Good to see you, man. Red Door, how's it going? Let me see. We have the whole Breakfast Club. Anon's here, Lenny's here, DTM is here, Dante's here, Vintage is here, Steve is here, Heretic. What's up, dude? Anyways, thanks to everyone. Well, we have the co-anchors Colin and Walk here. You know what always makes me feel better, guys? Breaking some motherfucking news.
The man at the center of a blue alert, a top 10 most wanted few.
Because I'm gonna make a graphic of like Colin, you just send me like a description of what you look like, you know what I'm saying? And then Snowboard does too, so I can make two of your guys sitting next to my news anchor guy when we break the news. But guys, here we go. Guys, we'll do the Ice Baby early, all right? Hey, Walk, how do you feel about these dunderheads shooting at ICE and friggin' trying to take over ICE detention centers? You know what I mean?
I say send in the Marines and release batteries.
Yeah. That's what I say too. Take care of them, dude. These morons. Here we go.
The man at the center of a blue alert, a top 10 most wanted fugitive in the state, has been arrested in Dallas. Benjamin Song is accused of attempting to murder 3 officers at an ICE detention center.
At that
in Alvarado on the 4th of July. Fox's Dion Anglin with the story.
Coordination is the correct way to phrase that. I can't go into detail exactly what we know about how they coordinated, but this is correct. It is not random.
The FBI apprehension of alleged shooter Benjamin Song and another brings to 15 the total number of arrested suspects in the July 4th attack at the Alvarado ICE Detention Center. The arrest of Song at a Dallas apartment Tuesday evening is considered a key development in the case. An FBI SWAT team took Song into custody without incident. The initial U.S. attorney complaint describes the aftermath of a nearby wooded area following gunfire at Prairieland Detention Center that left a responding Alvarado police officer shot in the neck. That officer is recovering. The document notes the discovery of 2 AR-15 style rifles were found.
Isn't it funny how the left wants gun control until they're against something, right, guys? Isn't it funny how the wokey wokes don't want guns? Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Especially how much they were against AR-15.
Yeah. Yep. Walk, your microphone's acting up again. Are you on your phone or let me see, because I know we had this issue the last time, and I want you to try and get some headphones or
I might just drop down.
Or do you have any AirPods you can use? Oh no, Walk, come back, man. So
it's across from the Prairieland Detention Center in the vicinity of spent 5.56 casings, along with 2 body armor plate carriers with loaded AR-15 magazines.
Yeah.
Records show that both of these rifles were purchased by Song. Officials believe
Red Sigma, what's up, dude? Robin's Fly, what's up, man? Eric Catherine, what's going on, man? Laughing, man. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you, man. Good to see you.
Song hid in the woods until dark the next day before fleeing. Federal officials point out Song has a military background.
And within 11 days, Mr. Song was tracked down.
It is not Song's first run-in with the law. In 2020, he was arrested on 2 counts of assaulting a public servant during protests in Austin. He was also named in a lawsuit over a clash between protesters and...
Oh, guys, where's some good news?
Also on 7, deportation enforcement could soon be expedited under
Let's
a new
go!
government policy.
Let's go!
Leaves no time for due process. 7's Daniel Garcia is in downtown Miami to explain.
A new memo from ICE expediting the deportation process for immigrants being held in facilities like Alligator Alcatraz. While many immigrants in this country are in legal limbo, ICE is now authorized to deport all detained non-U.S. citizens, including long-term U.S. residents, to countries that are not their native land with only 24 hours notice. The policy, laid out in a memo by Todd Lyons, the acting director of ICE, expands the controversial use of third-party deportations, which had been used in the past but was rare.
Hey, Colin, do you want to start a new business? You can make your own deportation company. You can do friggin' right through the uprights Inc. Kick them through the uprights. Where the good Lord split you. Don't let it hit you with the good Lord. Oh no, that would be hilarious. Guys, put a 1 if you would invest in Colin's third-party deportation business.
My business model would be the first things is we would go down to California and we'd shut down all the taco trucks.
Oh man, that would be it, man. And you know how like pizza places say 30 minutes or less? You tell Mexico 6 hours or less. you get them straight, so you get them back over the border in 6 hours or less, you know? Let's go! Let's go! Chop, man. Thanks for the $4.99, dude. I appreciate that, my friend. Thanks for the support, guys. Thanks to all you guys who always support the channel, man.
No, you're not asking me. No, it's called garlic croutons. Yeah, and they're right there on the seat.
So,
just last week, Lyons saying this.
So we want to, get these people back to their home countries safely and humanely after they're ordered deported. This new facility is a great one. And what it's doing for us is ICE, it doesn't detain punitively. We detain to remove people. So we don't want to have people in custody.
This comes as ICE was granted a record $45 billion over the next 4 years. The memo also says they won't be eligible for bond hearings. In the past, immigrants have been able to request a bond hearing before an immigration judge. Now they can be held until the remainder of their removal proceedings. Immigration advocates say it effectively denies due process because it's nearly impossible to gather a proper defense in such a short period of time.
Yeah.
There are really disturbing, vile conditions.
At the same time, Democratic lawmakers who toured the facility in the
You know where the conditions are better? Their home country. Libby said, I eat a Gators cat. Guys, I did drop the link, so anyone who wants to come on up, guys, just hit the link, man. So, yeah, guys, let's do one more story here, and then we will get into the topic. Let's see. Oh, look at this doofus.
22-year-old Virginia Tech student is in ICE custody tonight. Although he's undocumented, he has spent his young life chasing the American dream.
ABC 13's Rachel Telepas spoke to his family about how a night out with friends turned into their worst nightmare.
Wait a minute. So he was out with friends getting drunk, and he thought that it would be a good idea to assault the police when he's illegal in this class. Is he stupid? Guys, what the fuck is going on, dude? What is going on, right? Seriously? Come on.
Some people are really fucking stupid.
Because we knew it was getting pretty scary out in the community, but we never in a million years thought that this would impact us.
On July 9th, Christian Romo Bermejo was drinking at a friend's house in Blacksburg.
Guys, listen, this channel here is fine. It's 50 and 304. That's the issue. Garrett Grant, what's up, dude? Good to see you, man. Good to see you, my friend. Where did your sound right there? It is.
That's when his sister says things took a turn for the worst.
He ended up going into almost like a panic attack, and he asked for one of his friends to take him to a hospital or to get help.
Police say while being...
That's about 8 shots of tequila right there, guys.
Being treated for alcohol poisoning. Romo Bermejo threatened hospital staff and assaulted officers. After he was released, he was arrested for assault on law enforcement and
Good. Good.
disorderly conduct.
He doesn't remember being taken there. He just remembers waking up.
Hey, lady. Hey, Colin. Here, cook with me, dude.
Yeah.
She somehow like thinks that her brother is a woman, and these excuses are gonna work. He doesn't remember anything. He blacked out. He has mental health issues. He's a guy. That's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It might work for your little girlfriends. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You know, he didn't know what he was doing, right?
You think I'm drunk, but that's not it. I just have mental health issues.
In a jail cell.
Immigration and Customs Enforcement picked him up there and took him to a detention center in Farmville.
Let's go!
Bermejo's family tells ABC 13 he is from Mexico, but has been in the U.S. since he was 2. He is married to an American woman and studying engineering at Tech.
So why didn't he get a fiance visa, right, guys?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you marry an American, you can become an American citizen.
His sister-in-law, Haven Yost, says he's currently in the process of getting his citizenship.
They've already filed for a petition to get a green card through their marriage, but it's still being processed, and we're just waiting for the approval, and they're still detaining him knowing.
Maybe you shouldn't have gone out and had 15 shots of Cuervo. You moron. Guys, do you feel bad at all? Yes or no?
No.
You know what I'm saying? They expect me to feel bad. They expect Colin to feel bad.
The family tells me this has been a heartbreaking experience.
And so I keep trying to find ways to articulate like how this has made us feel. And I keep going back to the word devastating.
But
I can articulate how this has made me feel. America! Guys, hold on. There's one more
The man
story
at the
here.
center.
I think there was charges on that one teacher that got pregnant by her student. Hold on, and then we'll get into the topic. Where'd she go? I think it was on Law and Crime Network. Wait, what happened here? No, wait. I should have. You got arrested? What for? Huh. Anyways. Let's see. Lip filler mom? Oh yeah, we remember. There it is. We remember her. She's the one that left her kids in the car. All right, here
The
here
former 5th grade teacher accused of having a baby with one of her former students when he was just 13 years
Disgusting.
old has entered a plea. This is a shocking case of alleged abuse that is hard to believe how she is answering to the charges. We're on the case presented by Law and Crime. I'm Chris Stewart.
Go back, guys. And guys, she had the baby like 5 years ago, so 6 years ago. So the kid is like 6 years old.
We unfortunately cover several cases involving teachers who are accused of having sexual relations
Disgusting.
with students. They are always shocking, but this story in so many ways is on a completely different level. This week,
Captain Palsy, what's up, dude? JD, how's it going? Vintage, what's up, man?
Laura Karen appeared in a South Jersey courtroom to answer to the charges against her and enter a plea. Before I get into that, let me get you caught up on how we got to this point, and there is a lot. Let's start with the teacher at the center of this story, Laura Karen. She was a 5th grade teacher at a public elementary school in Middle Township, New Jersey, which is in the southern part of the Garden State. Now, this story broke in January of this year, and it broke in a very unique and explosive way. The father of the alleged victim, who we'll talk about, went on Facebook, and he posted that Karen's 5-year-old son looked very similar to his son, and frankly himself, as if one of them was the dad. Karen's son was born in 2019 when the father's son was just 13 years old.
Look
Karen was 28.
At that! Isn't that crazy, guys? And this is going to be a nice segue into these chicks being absolutely mental nowadays. You know?
Years old at the time. I'll get into what police have allegedly found out that is building a case that the now 5-year-old child is in fact the child of the then 13-year-old boy. Here's how Karen allegedly gained access to that young boy. Not only did Karen teach the young alleged victim and his brother, but they actually lived with Karen. According to court documents, the victim's parents told police that they struck up a friendship with Karen and allowed their kids to spend time at their house and eventually to spend the night there. According to court records, quote, it began with 1 or 2 nights a week, and eventually the children stayed with Karen permanently from 2016 to 2020. Before we go any further, obviously the living arrangement raises potentially some red flags, and we don't know specifically what led beyond having a friendship with Karen for these parents to have their kids live with her full time for roughly 4 years. Police spoke with the victim's sister, who also stayed at Karen's house. She said that she and her siblings would stay in a shared room upstairs, but in the morning, her then 11-year-old brother would not be in that room, but he would be in Karen's room. She also said that while the other children showered in a second-floor bathroom, the victim would shower in a first-floor bathroom, and she said that she allegedly saw Karen enter that bathroom and lock the door. According to court documents, Karen sexually abused the victim starting in 2016 when that boy was just 11, and it went on for multiple years. When interviewed by police, the victim said that he believed Karen, his former 5th grade teacher, would have sex with him twice a week, and he continued to be in communication with Karen up until his dad made that Facebook post last year alleging that Karen was the mother of the victim's child. So let's talk about these allegations. Not only do police have the Facebook post made by the victim's dad, they also allegedly have a screenshot that the victim's sister took of a conversation she had with the victim where he, quote, admits he is the father and, quote, requests her not to tell anyone because he does not want Karen to get in trouble. Police also say the victim's mom spoke with her son, and she says he admitted that he was the now 5-year-old girl's dad. Karen was arrested on January 15th, which was less than a month after the Facebook post that accused her of being the mother of a 13-year-old's child. She was charged with aggravated sexual assault, and endangering the welfare of a child. The local school.
All right, guys. Well, we will get back to this. We'll take a little intermission and then get back to this. But Black Pill Daniels, what's up, dude?
Not much. Salute.
Hey, man. Hey, guys, go over to Black Pill Daniels' channel, guys, and show him some love, man. Well, let me pull your channel up.
Be making some more content as well, too. So
no problem, man. You know what? You got to do what you got to do. Hold on. Let's see. Let me pull up your channel here. Can you put the link to your channel in the private chat? Blackpill Daniels. Whiteout. What's up, dude? All right. So, guys, mental health, right? Let's make this bigger. So, Colin, cook with me here. Blackpill Daniels, cook with me here. Guys, we have noticed in every single facet of our interaction with women that their mental health problems are there's a huge increase, right? I'm talking like anxiety, depression, they're drinking more, they're abusing drugs, they're on head meds more, you know what I'm saying? These chicks, they're stressed out, they have polycystic ovarian syndrome, they have all this crazy. Now, put it in the private chat.
My bad.
Yeah.
Let's delete that, my bad.
Leave it there. That's good. But just leave it. But only I can post an actual link. Yeah, there you go. Copy. Guys, make sure to go over to Black Pill Daniels' channel. Appreciate that. There it is. Show him some love, guys. You know? But yeah, so these chicks, right? In relationships and whatever. Guys, our grandmothers and great-grandmothers and mothers, they went through some stuff. Steve, PCOS is compounded by obesity, but it's stress. Remember, stress is one of the most damaging things there is. It messes with your hormones. It messes with everything. Obesity doesn't help because their hormones are already messed up, right? So all of those are all factors in what add to it. But I think that these women now, they thought that a man's life was easy. When these chicks were working near the home, you know, they weren't commuting to work, right? They would work in the neighborhood. They were still nurses and teachers and retail workers at the market or whatever. Their husband, he would get up, go to the construction site, go to the railroad, go to the factory. And they were like, wow, that looks so easy. We want to do that too, right? And that was what, in the 60s? And now here we are, 60 years later, and now they're figuring out.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled.
Right. So AJ, the other thing that people don't, I don't know why people don't realize this with obesity. With obesity and especially with morbid obesity. So we're talking like, for women, we're talking like 40, 50 plus pounds of extra fat. So what's called, so all that extra tissue is called adipose tissue.
Yes.
All that tissue is hormonally active, which means that.
And inflammatory too. There's all the. It's inflamed.
Yes. So what that means is that every single day, all these bras, they have like a complete crazy overload and just insane imbalance of hormones because they're also goddamn fat. And you know what happened? You mentioned, you said you mentioned the 60s and 70s. In the 60s and 70s, that's when the American diet and all the highly processed food really started getting out of control. So for men, I'm sorry, go ahead.
It was the late 70s and the early 80s where they did that food pyramid. And guys, the food pyramid is one of the biggest, is one of the worst tragedies to American health. Because they only made the food pyramid because the agricultural industry had a bunch of wheat just sitting around. You know what I'm saying? So let's base the entire diet of Americans on grains. Absolutely insane. Damon, what's up, dude? R.I.P. Otis, how's it going? Captain Plane, how's it going? But yeah, and Colin, I would say like 40 and 50 pounds at the low end. Because remember, 1960, guys, the average weight of the American woman was 125 pounds. This is black women, Hispanic, Asians, all of that. You know what I'm saying? We're 125 pounds. Now the average woman is like 176 pounds, 177 pounds. The average B-dubs, 189 to 195 pounds.
Some over 200.
Oh, more than that. Guys, here's the thing. These chicks, they're so delusional, right? If I'm 6'3", I'm like 240, There are chicks that are 5'2" that weigh more than me. 5'1". That's not supposed to happen. And guys, here's the craziest thing about body weight and stuff. Guys, no human being is supposed to be 300 pounds unless you're 7'8". You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even bodybuilders that are 300 pounds, that's not healthy either.
Yeah, like I'm 5'11". I'm 168 pounds. I'm actually technically a little bit underweight.
Yeah. There is no reason why any chick should weigh 200 pounds, unless she's like 7'1", and even then, It doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense at all. So, so all of that, obesity, stress, handling freedom. Guys, having all this freedom is stressful. What is it called? Analysis paralysis, right? You have so many choices that you're stressed out because you don't want to make the wrong one. Yeah. So that's where these chicks are at. And guys, I don't feel bad for them because this is what they wanted, right, guys? They voted their way into all these mental health issues. And now, what do they always say? Colin, Black Bill Daniels, man, we need our male allies, please. Nope. So we're over here playing the PlayStation and working on our old car, Okay, so men and women stats. This can so, this is in England. Okay, let's go back to Google. Wait. Oh, look at this. In the UK, there were 6,500 self-deletions. 3/4 were men. This has been the case since the 1990s. 3 times as many women die by self-deletion than 3 times as many men do this than women. 40 to 49 have the highest rates. Men report lower levels of self-satisfaction. But guys, because men don't expect to be happy, we'll sacrifice our happiness for country, community, family, Nearly 3/4 of adults who go missing are men. 87% of the homeless are men. Men are 3 times more likely. Now, this is 2014, guys, so these stats may have changed when it comes to abuse of alcohol. But women are twice as likely to be diagnosed with anxiety than men. Here we go, guys. Recent studies and surveys indicate a concerning rise in mental health issues with women. So the rate of anxiety, depression, and other conditions there's significantly increased, particularly in the wake of the cough. Women are disproportionately affected by mental health challenges compared to men. The factors like societal expectations, hormonal fluctuations, and the experience of violence. So, increased prevalence of mental health, so depression and anxiety. Studies show that women are experiencing higher rates of depression and anxiety, with some surveys indicating a doubling of symptoms. Damn! PTSD. PTSD from what? From what? Why? Guys, men get PTSD when we experience a war and everything. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing, right? Red Door has this in the Discord. She says, United States women experience mental health conditions at a rate higher than men. 26.4% of women have reported a mental illness in the past year, and only 19% of men. Common mental health conditions for women include depression, anxiety, and mood disorders, and are disproportionately affected by certain conditions like eating disorders and are more likely to experience anxiety-related conditions. So women are twice as likely to be diagnosed with panic disorder and specific phobias compared to men. And maternal mental health conditions are common, affecting 1 in 5 mothers as a leading cause of maternal deaths. Look at that. Hey, Colin, BPD, have we ever looked to see if there's a link between postpartum and the fact that these broads are old when they're trying to have kids? Is postpartum partum more prevalent in women over 35? Okay, let's see. Well, there's a slight increase in the prevalence of postpartum in women over 35 But those in the 20s and early 30s, it's not significantly higher than those younger women under 24. Rates of postpartum tend to decline with age from the youngest groups, then increase slightly in women 40-year-olds. See? So wait, so before the age of 24, it's a little bit higher, and then after 35, look, studies show that postpartum depression rates are higher under 24 and then decrease as age increases until 35. There's a slight uptick in the prevalence of postpartum in women over 35. Look at that. Huh? Guys, just call me Jason Domus, dude. I called it, you know? And you figure the sheer amount of these chicks. Steve said his first girlfriend had panic disorder. Yikes, man. Guys, make sure to hit the like button, guys. Hit the join button for a membership. Hit the super chat button. Appreciate that. Guys, we have 93 people watching. We have 59 likes. Guys, make sure to hit the like button, guys. We will do a couple daytime lives this week, you know? Let's see. So women have a lot of PTSD, eating disorders, self-harm, and what contributes? Hormonal fluctuations, societal expectations, please.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Experiences of violence and social economic factors, and the cough. Guys, here's the thing. Here's the thing about the cough. Colin, BPD, cook with me here, right? You know what men have hobbies and women have always had family, right? Think about it.
Yeah.
In the 50s, the 60s, the guy, he was out working on the Chevelle, and the mom, she was inside playing with the kids, talking to her sister, talking to her grandma, family, right? These modern chicks, right? They're all out here trying to be strong and independent. You know what I'm saying?
I am woman, hear me roar, in numbers too big to ignore.
And all they do is isolate themselves. It's them and their dog. That will not bring them happiness.
Yeah.
And the cough made them find that out. They're sitting there, oh yeah, I'm a boss babe, blah, blah, blah. Well, that luxury apartment and that, couple-year-old Beamer is not making you happy. That friggin' Michael Kors bag is not talking to you during the cough. Damon Dennis, he said, I've said for years that if a woman doesn't have a husband to drive crazy, they will literally drive themselves crazy. Facts. Thanks for the $10, man. Appreciate that, man.
You are scaring the hoes.
It's actually very well said. Yeah.
Yep. Let me see. Treatment options, blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah. Okay, so guys, putting in the chat, if you guys have ever dated a chick that had some type of mental health, like diagnosed issue, borderline personality, narcissism, she was a junkie, you know what I'm saying? Like all that stuff. Yep. Because I had my string of crazies in college. Couple of them that were kook for Cocoa Puffs, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh no. Yeah, clinical depression. That couldn't be fun, So here we go, guys. Let's do this. I have a couple videos here. And once again, guys, they can try and hold the channel back, guys, but nope. We're gonna keep doing the damn thing, right, guys? Here we go. Where's this Canada one? Hold on. Let's go do this. Here it is.
Intervention room. This is our big intervention room.
Yeah, big is right? Look at the size of this project.
Montreal Youth Health Clinic aims to break down barriers for young people looking for help.
We offer mental health support.
More than 70% of the clients here are girls and young women.
Look at that.
A lot of our youths are suffering from social anxiety. So
I'm sorry, guys. I know.
they're scared of what might happen.
Dang, the bull ring. She weighs 500 pounds. The glasses. Guys, look at this. If this is not the key example of the woke warrior, dude.
Scared.
This is the kind of broad she has to sugarcoat everything because she's got to eat it too, right?
Let's go.
Services they have confronted with closed doors in the past.
A new report found 4 out of 10 Canadian girls and women between the ages of 15 and 29 met the criteria for mental health or substance use disorders in 2022, but just a little more than half of them accessed formal support. The report points to availability, costs, and a lack of confidence in the healthcare system.
Gee, I wonder why. Could it be because Canada's healthcare system is an absolute joke? Right? Absolute joke.
Emma Bachner has navigated that system and its waiting lists.
Jesus, look at this broad.
Navigated that system and
look at that. Yes, isn't it crazy? Look, she's looking at herself. She's on her phone staring at her own pictures, right? And now, if that's not a sign of a mental health problem, I don't know what is.
You tell her she's a goddamn whore.
its waiting lists.
Substance use being one of them, eating disorders, self-harm.
Now, 6 years sober, she says services need to meet young people where they're at.
Having that kind of ability to build a rapport with somebody through personal experiences and through trauma-informed lenses, I think, again, is crucial.
What are you talking about? Guys, I want you to put a 1 in the chat. If you have friends of yours who are foreigners, right? Colin, you're in Seattle, right?
Yeah.
You have friends that are from war-torn countries. And their moms, their sisters, their grandmas who lived through it, they don't have mental health issues.
Yeah.
My friend is Cambodian. His parents had to escape the Khmer Rouge. So they were at the last base. They had to run through a minefield carrying 6 children.
Damn.
As there's people stepping on landmines and getting blown to bits.
Damn.
And somehow his mom doesn't have mental health issues. Funny how that works, right?
Mm-hmm.
The report also found when racialized girls and women access support, they were less likely than their non-racialized peers to find those services helpful.
Racialized? What does that mean?
Many people are having difficulty finding providers that speak their preferred language. Many people have difficulty finding providers in their communities or in their own ethnic groups.
What does that matter? If you're having, can you imagine, right, that you get in an accident, your leg is hanging off, and I go, my doctor needs to be black. Here I am bleeding out, but I want you to find a black guy to work on me, please.
So right there, those are going to be problems.
There are access challenges.
Dr.
Jesus. What is this, dude? What is going on?
Joe Henderson says now further studies are needed to better understand how other young people are doing.
But we really have to be careful to not understand this to mean that young men are not struggling with mental health related.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. That's exactly what they mean, right? Come on.
Lesbian concerns, but just maybe not the ones we've asked about or in the ways that we've asked. So they feel comfortable coming
Because
here.
they say these findings are
Look at Yo, the craftsmanship of this floor. I hope they're on the first floor because, man, whoever built this, man, shoot, they deserve a medal.
Just one piece of a much larger puzzle.
Look at that, guys.
I'm gonna say she looked like that statue with black lady.
Manhattan.
That's like it.
All right, here we go. Oh, look at this.
And we begin at 5 with a West Michigan woman who will serve jail time.
Guys, this is just a random story. Here we go.
For running a prostitution ring out of a Grand Rapids massage parlor.
Edith Corbett operated Just Divine Massage Parlor on
Just Divine happy endings, right, guys?
Plainfield Avenue. An investigation by the Kent County Sheriff led to her arrest.
13 Your Side's Callie Lichter was in court today. And Callie, it sounds like it became very emotional.
Elena Juliet, tears were streaming down Corbett's face as she said she made the wrong choice and led the girls involved down the wrong path.
There were
Look at this fraud, dude. Look at this.
tears in the courtroom.
I'm sorry.
As a woman learns she will spend a year in jail for operating a prostitution house out of a massage parlor.
If it was a guy, he'd have probably got 20 years and a trafficking charge, right, guys? Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that selling bee gibbers was a crime, right? Please.
In Grand Rapids.
I thought I was helping the girls at the time
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
by getting them off the streets and giving them a safe place. But I know it wasn't the right way to help them.
Edith Corbett was charged in April of last year after a tip from Silent Observer led the
Lance Struthers, what's up, dude? Thomas Brown, how's it going? Good to see you guys, man.
Kent County Sheriff's Office Human Trafficking Task Force to Just Divine Massage Parlor on Plainfield Avenue, where Corbett would charge a door fee and encourage male clients to tip the workers.
I would never have gotten into this industry if I didn't have to.
Corbett told the judge
right.
she was desperate after she lost her job at Rite Aid and turned to running the parlor as a way to make money for her kids. She pleaded guilty to keeping a house of prostitution, along with accepting the earnings of a prostitute.
And I'm sorry to the girls because I should have led them in a different direction like I have in my other careers.
Look at those tears.
I just
Get
wish
out
I
of
could have done
here.
things differently.
Circuit Court Judge J. Joseph Ross said Hollywood films like Risky Business and Pretty Woman glamorize sex work, which he says isn't the case.
Who are at a very low point in their life, who somewhat similar to the situation you described, don't feel like they have any.
Blah, blah, blah. Excuses, right? Excuses. Disgusting, right?
This is our big interview.
Let's go back. Let me see. Guys, what? Okay. All right, guys, let's. What percentage of all of these mental health chicks do you think are gonna look like lesbians? Right? You know, I mean, come on. Come on.
I'm Shirley McNicholas, and I'm the women's lead for Camden and Islington
There's
Foundation
one.
Trust and the founder of Drayton Park Women's Crisis House. I started working in mental health in 1987 in a big old psychiatric hospital, and really through my training and through my experience did not feel that any of these ways of working with people was the kind of way I would want to work with people. So I was a ward manager and I ran a day hospital and various things, and I was fortunate enough.
English
in
women age like
1994
absolute garbage, dude. I keep
Yeah,
saying.
like goat milk, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Look at that
to
woman.
develop
Ugh.
treating women an alternative to hospital.
I've been working at Drayton
Ah!
Park for
Jesus.
7 years, and what I like the most is that we treat each and every
I guess not all Eastern European chicks are hot, right? Yikes, man. Look at this.
woman as an individual and not as someone who occupies a bed.
I think there are real benefits in having an alternative to hospital for many.
I don't really care. Sorry, guys. That's not. I thought it was. Here we go.
All week long, we're highlighting women's health, and today we're focusing on the mind.
Look at this chick's teeth, dude. Look at this broad, man. Look. Look at this.
The
mental health crisis can affect women completely differently than men in many cases. And this morning, we are joined by Dr. Dana LaPlato-Ghini, a clinical assistant professor at the University of Michigan. Thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Let's start off talking about really what women are grappling with in many cases right now. The pandemic impacting obviously everybody, but for women, there's often social isolation, juggling work and childcare. Women are also more likely to be involved in caring for their older parents. So what's the
And whose choice is that, right? These are all choices that they choose to make.
mental toll of dealing
AJ.
with all of this? And what advice do you have?
One of the best parts about this woman, the black chick, is you never have to worry about a parking space when you go with her somewhere because you can park your car on her forehead. Let's go. Oh man.
Somebody trying to balance it all in the middle of this crisis.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. This pandemic definitely just adds a whole nother layer to the stress that many women may already have been dealing with, right? That's just a really stressful time, like you already highlighted. Families have lost income. Sometimes there's a lack of childcare, like you already said. And look, many essential workers continue to face a number of challenges, including a greater risk of contracting the virus. So I think in general, it's just really important to highlight that it's a stressful time and it's okay, and to reassure ourselves.
Hey, Colin, there's that obesity thing you were talking about, right? You know?
So what I think about in the middle of all of this is the 3 R's: reassure, routines, and regulate. So it's okay for us to just reassure ourselves that, look, this is a hard time and it's okay.
And we don't care, right?
And that,
oh my God, there we go. Let's go here. Is this copyright? This is from a hospital. Let's see.
That can lead to feeling pressure of not being woman enough or not fulfilling your womanly duties. And that can also...
As if women have a friggin' sense of womanly duties these days, right? Right, guys? Guys, I think the only word that women hate more than duty is accountability, right, guys? You know?
Yeah. Responsibility.
Come on, man.
There's nothing more important to modern women than their own selfish desires. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. Yeah. Not family, not community, nothing.
Yeah, it's true.
March is International Women's Month. It's aimed to celebrate women's achievements and raise awareness for women.
She can get it, man. How you doing? She's about 9 or 10 years past the wall, you know? But, you know, I leave the lights on.
She's like all these babes. You get their pilot lit, they can start a leaf blower.
Equality. Now research has shown
I'd still
that
give
women
her a pearl
experience more
necklace.
risk factors and mental health.
Colin, he slided, smashed, and then hit the...
Who is this guy?
I don't know.
Here to talk about this research is our wellness expert, Heather Hans. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me. It's great to be with you.
So what does this research show for women's health?
Yeah, so first of all,
The only thing worse than turkey neck is extra turkey neck, right, guys?
Health Organization has declared that women's mental health is seriously unequal, and that the research shows that twice as many women experiencing...
Well, wait a minute. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let's pump the brakes. Isn't it the feminist guys that were trying to say that men and women are basically interchangeable, right? Right, guys?
Yeah.
I think Jeff St. James, who was on the channel the other day, he was on a panel talking about blank slate theory and how these, that the feminists were trying to say that it's all sociological, that it's all nurture and not nature, right? Well, if you're trying to say we're all the same, why are you complaining that women's mental health is being undertreated when aren't we supposed to be treated the same, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Morons. And guys, make sure to go over to Jeff St. James's channel, man. He's blowing up over there, man. You know what I'm saying? We're blessed to have him on the channel. Hopefully he can come back and but let me drop the link to his channel. Go fast. Guys, make sure to go over to his channel because he is going viral all over the internet, man. So guys, make sure to go over here and let him know I sent you, man. So let's see.
Anxiety, depression, and PTSD than men. And that creates inflammation in the body that can lead to heart problems, poor sleep, lack of exercise, addictions, unhealthy food choices. And so it's really hard for women to maintain their mental health and well-being because they face greater economic pressures. They have less time, energy, resources, and even awareness about mental health issues and the treatments. And it's been found that when they do seek treatment, they're over-medicated. So it's a big public health issue.
What starts this off in the first place in terms of
So in other words, doctors can't win, right, guys? Yeah, Red Door's right. Not only do they not care, they mock Men's Mental Health Month. Yep. Insane.
Women being doubled to see the anxiety and depression and PTSD.
Yeah, so there are a lot of factors. One of them is that women earn less in the labor market. And
Jesus H. Christ.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
Guys, we can debunk all this, right? So women earn less, but there's a reason why. It's because they're lazy and they do stupid office jobs and jobs that aren't essential. They spend 50% more time providing childcare, because they automatically get custody, right? How about that? And then at least 1 in 3 women are victims of violence, but the majority of victims of violence are males. So all these are all BS, guys. This is BS.
Right? So it's estimated that between 17 and 20% less is what women earn on the whole. But self-employed women, the U.S. Census found that self-employed women earn about 31% less than self-employed men. Women with bachelor's degrees.
So I thought that they were all boss babes, right, guys? I thought they were all boss babes and entrepreneurs. Come on.
Earn 30% less than men with bachelor's degrees, and women managers earn about 23% less. And women's labor is so devalued that when they enter an occupation, the average pay for that profession goes down when they enter in large numbers. So even
no, it's because they enter in large numbers. That's why the more people you have applying for jobs and working a job, the less they're gonna pay.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know what's
well, there's also the fact that if men go into male nurses make more than female nurses. Why? Because they negotiate higher salaries and they work more hours, right? If you had men going into a predominantly female field, the wages would go up because guys are going to get their money, period. You know what I'm saying? They're going to demand more money, negotiate more money, stay more hours, right? That's how it works. And the women are going to be left behind. And why? Come on, Colin, did I ever tell you about my one friend that was a paramedic? Did I ever tell you about him? Yeah. And his guys, so my friend, he's a paramedic. Guys, please code your language, guys. Controversial terms, you have to put something else in there, okay? My friend, the county he worked for as a firefighter, they offered unlimited overtime. Unlimited overtime. So he's working 7 days a week, 14-hour shifts, getting money, getting paid off his Challenger, paid off his $10,000 in student loans. He was saving up money to buy a house, Even his fire chief saved up enough money in 8, 9, 10 months at his rate of overtime and to put a down payment on a summer house for him and his wife. At the end of the year, they were like, oh, trying to do like this crazy DEI thing and say, well, why are all the men out-earned all the women? Well, the women weren't working the overtime. Clown world. Doug, what were you saying?
The big example is the biology degree. You remember back when having a degree in biology? Wow, you have a degree in biology, but what happened, guys? What happened to the biology degree?
Yeah.
Now you see all these women getting biology degrees because they've all watched Grey's Anatomy for 15 years and think that they're going to become doctors. Then they really think about it. Well, they'll be like, man, I don't want to do biology anymore. That was hard. Or they'll take the MCATs and they can't pass the MCATs, or they'll get into medical school and then quit medical school. And even if they graduate medical school, most of them don't want to become doctors afterwards. And when they do become doctors, they don't stay doctors.
Yeah. Yep. That's true. Waste of a space.
Nuggly Puffs, Glock Tilleries, Gavin.
Dominated occupations, even in those, men are paid more. So that's one thing. Another thing is that women provide 50% more child care, and that's all types of care. You know how much it takes to raise a child. And so they want to feel safe. 41.
She's supposed to be an expert.
Violence, and especially in their closest relationships where they want to feel safe. 41% have felt threatened physically in their intimate relationships.
By their boyfriends or some dude that they're just banging, but not by their husbands. Yeah, but not by their husbands. Oh, Keyshawn, yeah, I'm doing a video on that. Guys, the WNBA is like, pay us more, please.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
Guys, come on, man. Come on.
If they strike, it'll be the end of the WNBA.
Yeah, I'll laugh. Good.
And believe it's 25% have psychological abuse going on. That's like dismissive or controlling behavior in their.
Dismissive behavior is psychological abuse? Well, guys, that means that 95% of all women psychologically abuse men in relationships.
Yes.
In marriage.
Exactly. Thank you very much. Not just marriage, but their own goddamn children.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, guys. You know, you want to talk about dismissive. You guys remember the one Chinese guy? His wife was looking at tomatoes, and he was pulling the tomatoes that she already looked at and handing them to her, like, here, look at this, and she threw it away. She's like, no, I don't. Even though she had just picked it like a second later.
Yeah.
That's dismissive. Then that's psychological abuse,
intimate
right?
relationships, which is double the amount of men.
Wow.
So,
that isn't, guys, men and women, oftentimes DV goes both ways, and women are actually more physically abusive than men.
What can be done to change the statistics?
yeah, because this is a big public health issue and it has costs for our whole society. What's recommended is that women focus on their strengths, not dwell on the inequality, and then get support, not just mental health support, but support from organizations that are creating change for women.
What do you guys think that she just said right there?
I don't even know, dude.
She asked her, what are the solutions? Did she give any solutions right there?
Nope. No, of course not.
God, they're so stupid, guys. Why can they vote? Like, why?
No, dude, I'll take it a step further, dude. Repeal the 19th Amendment. Take away their credit cards. Honestly, the sand people, they got it right, dude. We shouldn't even be letting these broads allowed to drive. No, I'm so serious, dude. I really am. Like, a female creature, if she's got a husband or a father in her life, She should never get anything more than a $300 prepaid debit card, and she has to answer to that man. If she doesn't have a man, then okay, well, even though I don't like the idea, let the government handle it. I mean,
Here we go, guys. Look at this.
God, Men's Mental Health Awareness Month is such a fucking joke. Like, who even gives a fuck? I do, tremendously. I think it's a great thing. I think Men's Mental Health Awareness Month would actually be extended. I feel like there should be a lot more awareness about men's mental health. That's the most pick-me thing I've ever fucking heard. Why? What? What do you mean? That's what? I was 6 years old when I saw my brother take his life. He was only 15. Then when I was 18, my boyfriend blew his brains out in front of me. And I
Sounds like you're the common denominator, lady. That's kind of messed up, but hey.
That doesn't matter.
Look at this person, guys. Ugh. Ugh.
My God, men's mental health.
Here we go, guys. Watch.
I will never understand why women will shit on men for showing some sort of emotion other than anger or for asking for help. But in the same breath, they'll expect a man to be emotionally mature enough to understand what they're going through, respect their feelings, be there for them in their time of need. But they won't reciprocate that for their partner. How can you ask for a partner of these things if they don't understand how to self-regulate and to express themselves?
You know what's terrible, guys?
And that it's okay.
Devin?
I thought this whole partner thing would be like a passing fad, like women calling, but it's here to stay, guys. It sucks. It's awful. Because if you're a man and you found a decent woman, this virtuous woman that freaking Andrew Wilson always talks about that doesn't exist. But let's say you found one, you're willing to take the next step and like consider her seriously, and you actually marry the girl, and she's calling you her partner, dude. Come on.
Okay.
I'd be pissed.
Yeah, guys, here we go. Look at this.
Medication reveal.
Let's go. A medication review.
All the good stories start just
Colin,
like
dog,
that.
she's all yours, man.
And they do not care.
Look
They
at
do not
this.
care.
Look at this, guys. Look at this.
So today I'm going to be talking about the 3 antidepressants that I take / mental health meds.
3 different antidepressants. Look at that. It's fucking mad Bianca and sad. Guys, make sure to hit the like button, guys. Thank you guys for being here. Guys, we're almost at 16,500. Hopefully we'll hit 17K in the next couple of weeks, guys. So make sure to share the videos, man. You know, we appreciate that. Ghost 2025, what's up, dude? ASMR, what's up, man? Remixers here. What's up, man? Tall Starlight, how's it going? Who are you saying?
The sad part about this is, dude, I guarantee you she's a freaking a devil in the sack, dude.
Yeah, yep. The ones on head meds usually are, you know, so.
And before you're like, oh my God, you are so weird. The reason I laugh is because I think it's very stigmatized to talk about in a way, and people don't really talk about it. But ever since I got on TikTok, I've always wanted to make a post like this, because when I got diagnosed with OCD, depression, anxiety, and I was told that I would have to go on meds, I was like freaking out. Like I was literally so scared to go on meds, and like I was just scrolling through TikTok to like see.
That's probably why you need to go on meds, you dumb. Because you spend all your time scrolling through TikTok.
You stupid woman. People talk about it and tell me that it was going to be okay, because I thought these meds were going to like alter my brain and like make me crazy or something. Also, like my parents are super Middle Eastern, so they were telling me that like these meds were just going to like make me insane.
Should have listened to your parents. Think about this. She's an immigrant, and her parents come from a traditional mindset, and they've probably been married for like 30, 40 years, and she's just completely thrown away all of their advice, and she's probably let friggin' Gavin and Nug, shoot up the club, Chad, Tyrone. You know what I'm saying?
And so I was just so scared to take meds. And I remember my doctor literally couldn't even start me on pills. He started me off like literally taking like, you know, like the baby syringes of like liquid. He started me off literally on liquid medication. And I remember like one of my friends would literally have to like put it in my mouth because I was just like so scared to actually get on antidepressants.
I'm sure he did.
But the reason that I want to talk about it is because I don't think it's scary at all. So the medication I'm currently taking is I've been
Lexapro?
on fluoxetine, aka Prozac, for about 3 years now. And then I've been
3 years? 3 years? Look at that.
On Wellbutrin, aka bupropion, for about a year. And then I'm also on Klonopin, which is also known as clonazepam. And I've been taking that due to my panic attacks. So I was diagnosed with fluoxetine because I was having really, really bad anxiety, but specifically OCD. Like anytime I would go outside, I'd be like, oh my God, my food is poisoned. Or I would just think that like I was gonna like
I thought she was gonna dry dock those. I'm like, oh my goodness.
pass out and die if I went out in public. So that's when I was diagnosed with fluoxetine, and it like helped my OCD so much. I no longer thought I was going to die if I was in large spaces. Like I remember I would have to like I'd want to go to the cafeteria to go get food, or like the
Guys, is this not the final form of all these modern women, right, guys? Strung out on friggin' antidepressants, whining on TikTok. All she needs is a cat and some boxed wine. And guys, this is her future.
Yeah.
This is how her life is going to be forever.
Yeah, and by the way, I really have to point this out. This is exactly why the Boomer generation, you know, the stats actually show that the Boomer generation, they are dying surprisingly young. And who is it? Of course, what demographic, what gender? We all know, right? And it's all these broads who are morbidly obese. They're taking an insane amount of medications. And lo and behold, it turns out that a lot of these, you know, these boomers, dude, they're not even making it to 75.
Yeah.
Whereas, remember 15, 20 years ago, everybody used to be talking about how, oh my God, the Social Security Trust Fund, it's going to go broke because the boomers are going to be living all the way, you know, until their late 90s. No, the boomers, the women, they're dying young. And the one and only saving grace I will say for that is that the men finally get to have 10, 15 years of peace.
That's so true.
dining hall, but I literally couldn't leave my dorm because I was like, oh my God, if I'm like in a public space with a lot of people, I'm gonna like die and have
This
a
is such
panic attack.
cap, dude.
So that really helped because I no longer felt like I couldn't be out in public spaces. I also remember like when I was working at Sephora, and so Sephora would play super loud music, and oftentimes it would be really crowded on like Saturdays. And I was just like working there, and I was like, oh my God, there's just too much sound, too much music. Like I just feel like something really bad is gonna happen. And basically taking my fluoxetine, aka my Prozac, really helped me not feel like I was gonna die if I was like out in public spaces. And like I felt a lot better if I was going out to like a club or something, which is still kind of hard to do. Okay, next I want to talk about my bupropion. I started taking.
So wait, she had a hard time working at Sephora. She can go to the club. Why? Look at that, guys.
Because
guys, she's still going. Sorry, hold on. There's a couple that I saved, but look at this.
What it's like to be on antidepressants. I've been on my antidepressant for almost 6 months now.
I'm right back.
When I first started my antidepressant, I thought I was fucking manic, bro. I was diagnosed with severe depression.
Look at that chest tattoo.
Severely depressed to happy in almost fucking 2 weeks. It takes 2 weeks for the medication to start working. I remember when I first started working, I would be mid-conversation and I would stop when I'm talking to somebody and have a fucking dance attack. I just start dancing out of fucking nowhere. I told my therapist this. I'm like, man, something's going on with me. I think I might be bipolar because I was being super depressed and now I am super happy. And she was like, no, Sophia, you're not bipolar. This is medication working. This is your serotonin in your brain. Finally, so like you had no serotonin in your brain. You were feeling depressed. Now you have serotonin in your brain. This is what it feels like to be fucking normal. Are you fucking kidding me? So this is what everybody else fucking feels like? Like they have gratitude when they wake up in the morning. I'm overly happy over the small little things in life. I am so joyful over the small little things in life. Like that's what it feels like to be fucking normal. I was depressed for almost 3 years. You know how depressing that is? To have no ambition compared to having ambition and being overly motivated, being overly happy, to crying every day, to just fucking singing and dancing out of fucking nowhere. Like medication's a fucking blessing, bro. It's a motherfucking blessing. People are always like against medication, but bro, I was against it and I didn't try it for almost 3 years, and I tried it for the first minute and a half.
DTM says, "Is that Urkel?"
I wish I would have tried it sooner.
Look at that, guys.
Kid you not, saved my motherfucking life.
Jesus, look at that, guys. Look at that. Look at that, dude. Look at this thing.
There are more red flags than a Chinese parade.
And the thing is, you won't see men with mental health reveal their medication online.
Not at all. Not at all. Nope. Guys, okay. Here's the thing about us men. We know that men need, so guys that are, you know, in the war, there's an IED that blows up their buddies. Those guys, look, man, they could be on a bunch of head meds because there are guys who can't function, you know, but they've been through some stuff. These chicks are on all this stuff, and guys, what hardships have they gone through that they haven't probably got themselves into? And guys, there's the obligatory 304 butterfly tattoo. You know what I'm saying? Look at this.
Well, they were raised without coping skills.
Yes,
they were told their whole lives how their feelings mattered, and when their feelings got hurt, somebody else had to say sorry, and they were never told, you know, sometimes life just sucks, and you suck it up and you move on.
Yeah, that's true.
This is me trying to get my life together again after about 8 months of what felt like nothingness. Talked to a psychiatrist today.
I think that's copyright music, guys. Hold on. Where are we here? Of course.
I'm Dr. Daphne. I'm a psychologist, and I'm making this video to say that I, too, take antidepressant medication.
Anyone? She's a psychologist. And she's all doped up on head meds too, man.
And why did she become a psychologist?
Because she wants to lecture people? Because she's nosy?
Most of the people who go into psychology and psychiatry are head cases themselves.
That's true. Yep. That's true. Yep.
I have been taking Effexor for years now. It has really enhanced my quality of life. The reason why I'm making this is to say that I'm sick and tired of the conversations being held vilifying antidepressant medications, specifically SNRIs and SSRIs, that started with RFK's narrative that's really uneducated, which then got me thinking that the stigma of antidepressant medication is being proliferated now with everything that's going on in the world.
But here's the thing, guys. There's an old Italian saying called "che bono," right? It's who benefits. You know, guys, you cannot, in good faith, tell me that the amount of prescription drugs like this that are prescribed are needed at this rate. You just can't. There's no way.
You hit the nail on the head. I'm late to the party, but in some earlier of these sessions, you pointed out that years ago it was, we need to give young boys Ritalin.
Yeah.
And that started in the 90s, and I was really worried about that. I was in my early 20s back then, and I knew that was going to be an overarching problem. And then within the last, decade, 15 years or so, all of a sudden women are being prescribed all
I would say
these
the last
medications.
3 years. The last 3 years, guys. Look at all these chicks that say they have ADHD.
Here is how I stay focused as a neuroscientist with ADHD. First thing I do every single morning is exercise and meditate. Exercise increases dopamine and
Guys, listen.
I'm gonna hold your hand when I tell you this because I know it's gonna hurt. ADHD is not what you think it is, and it actually makes your life much more difficult than you initially thought. ADHD.
Now, guys, okay. So I say this in that people, they do this blind jump into what they think are progressive values, right? It's like women's empowerment. But guys, a lot of this progressive stuff has created markets for corporations to exploit. And guys, put a 1 if you agree that the left right now is like the most pro-corporation party that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Think about it. All any corporation has to do is have a rainbow flag, and like they'll get overwhelming support from the left. Guys, I have a lot of background noise coming from someone, so if you can mute. Okay, so colleges, all these women, we're going to go to college. We're going to be strong and independent.
I am woman, hear me roar, in numbers too big to ignore.
Well, what did they do, guys? They started having Collins College, which has always had a business program, an accounting program, a law school, and a medical school. All of a sudden, they have gender studies, African American studies, all these, and they shove all these chicks into these social sciences, and then raise tuition by 280%, right? Yeah. Oops. The whole LDHD TV transformers thing.
Hey, I've got another theory on that as well.
Okay. You cannot tell me that the corporations that are producing the hormones and the doctors that are doing the surgeries are not pushing this stuff. Because imagine Korg and BPD and Colin run a plastic surgery clinic, and they do different types of procedures. Then all of a sudden they put a rainbow flag out front, right? And now they're each doing 9-10 mastectomies a week, making millions of dollars a year. They're doing backflips. Colin's got a yacht. BPD's got a Lambo. Korg's got a big house, right? Why wouldn't you do that? You know what I'm saying? It makes no sense. Korg, what are you saying, buddy?
Okay, so here's what I think is another leading reason why we're seeing this explosion like we are. So we all know social media is a pox, right? It was just one of the worst things that ever happened. Okay, so all these people who are craving attention now have the biggest platform ever. So hold on. I'm gonna rewind everybody for a little history lesson. Back in the mid to late 90s, one of the in things for women to do when they wanted attention was to let it slip. If they were around a bunch of guys, oh, I'm kind of bi. And that was the big thing with women is, well, they were kind of into chicks too, and they would lead guys on that they'd be interested in a threesome.
Yeah.
There was the Dances with Wolves phenomenon for a while where, that was the big movie and everybody was absolutely fascinated with American Indians. And I read a news article where the reporter was observing people leaving the movie and they were saying, oh, I happen to have a little Indian in my bloodline. They're just doing it because everybody else is doing it, or it's the in thing. They really don't know. It's just, I've got to fit in with the group.
Yeah. That's true. It's very, 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 very true. Yep, I agree. The Jimmy Z, thanks for handing out some memberships, man. Appreciate you supporting the channel, my brother. Steve says they put boys on ADHD meds because it's run by women. Facts. Absolute facts. But now, guys, this is coming around to bite them in the butt because now they're the ones eating all this this Ritalin and Adderall. You know what I'm saying?
It's not just
Well,
lack
didn't-
of focus and hyperactivity.
I was going to say, didn't something come out recently where they're finding there are some really bad effects of the long-term consumption of these pharmaceuticals, which any idiot should see from a mile away.
Yep. And isn't that funny, guys? How in the third world there is not a lot of mental health issues? Because I honestly believe the whole idle hands do the devil's work, right, guys? If you're worried about building your own society by hands and being in direct connection to getting your food, and all, you aren't depressed. You don't have anxiety. You know what I'm saying? Guys, we have made things so easy for these women that they have anxiety. Isn't that nuts? And I think a lot of it too. Guys, let me know if you agree. Guys, put a 1 in the chat. The women are so far removed from how they're supposed to be, like that, from what their traditional role is in the world, in the West. And it's like a deep down, like it's like their spidey sense is tingling, but they have to ignore it. Like the feminist brainwashing is telling them that it's lying to them. But they cannot stand the fact that a woman, they'll see a woman who's married, has kids, is submissive to her husband, and so, well, she just can't be happy. Even though I've watched them be happy and go on trips and do stuff for the last 10 years, the kids laugh, but she has to secretly be miserable. So
ADHD is knowing you have potential, knowing you're smart and creative.
Captain Palsy said he got off his head meds years ago and never looked back. Right on, dude. Right on, man. Yeah, round of applause for you, buddy. Good for you, man.
And yet not being able to execute those ideas. ADHD is struggling with the most simple tasks like making your bed,
Like making your hair all one color.
brushing your teeth, having a morning routine. ADHD is the vicious cycle of wanting so badly to do better, but then failing over and over and over and over again, and really resenting yourself because of
Cry about it some more. Guys, what a joke, right? What an absolute joke. Let's see.
You notice how you can tell they're starved for attention? Because not only is it because they've got this main character syndrome, but they're all dancing.
Yeah. Yep, that's true.
If you have ADHD.
This is the worst part about ADHD. It's not
The bull ring? Your big schnoz? Is that it?
not the forgetting shit. It's not overbuying. It's not whatever you want to say it is. It's the paralysis. I'm just sitting here and I have so much to do. And all I'm doing is panicking. And
all you're doing is pulling out your phone and making a TikTok, you dunderhead. What are you taught?
Absolutely no coping skills. They've been told their whole lives they're so special, and they get
No.
A's regurgitating information, and they can't think their way out of a paper bag.
But think of this. She's saying she's so much to do. She's overwhelmed, and yet she whips out her phone,
right?
Goes to the TikTok app, turns it on, pulls the camera up, puts the filter on, talks into the camera for 52 seconds, edits this, puts some music over it, puts the caption, puts the hashtags, and posts it.
Yep.
I thought she was overwhelmed and can't do anything. Look at that, guys.
You stupid woman. Overwhelmed. I'm just telling myself, just get up and do it. Just get up and do it. Just get up and do it. Stop being so lazy. And I just can't get up and do it. And I know I have so much capability. I know I could be doing so much.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
I just have no ability to follow through. I'll stress about a project for days or weeks. And if I had just gotten it done in that 20 minutes that it took, then
I can't, guys. Whine, moan, and whine.
Okay, so
We'll do one more, then we'll.
I just got diagnosed with ADHD. I'm 30 years old, and here are some of the symptoms that I experience. So, for starters, I get very overstimulated really quickly. For an example, if someone's trying to talk to me, or I'm trying to write an email or something, the TV's on or a radio's on, some other noise, I get so overstimulated where I feel like I'm going to freak out. I turn into a monster because it
So she's just a bitch, right? Is she's trying to find an excuse? That's all it is.
makes me crawl in my skin. Trouble focusing in conversation. So if there's a group setting of people talking, I will tend to interrupt somebody. It's very unintentional. It comes off very rude, but I can't control it. I just
This is such a cop out, right, guys? This is such cope.
just blurt out or I finish their sentence. Struggled all the time with remembering things to the point where
Electronzap.com. What's going on, man? Kadarius, what's up, man?
I symptom mask, as my therapist would say, and I am heavily reliant on a to-do list, a calendar, reminders, all sorts of things. And
It's just being smart, right, guys? Guys, everyone should have a to-do list and a calendar. You know what I'm saying? What are you talking
it will
about?
still keep me up all night to the point where I'm scared I'm going to forget still to that point. Speaking of sleep, I have trouble sleeping, and I am always fidgeting when I sleep. I am always moving my legs. I can't help it. I'm sure it drives my fiance nuts, but luckily he doesn't say anything about it. I also symptom mask by always like fidgeting with my clothing, fidgeting with my hands. I like going like this with my nails a lot.
Guys, I think like a lot of us have all these quote unquote symptoms. It's just being an adult. This is being a person. You know what I'm saying? Guys, I don't sleep much. I fidget in the bed. So what? You know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about? I can eat the same thing over and over and over again, like this person says. I hyperfixate with food, right? I do the same thing. That doesn't mean that I have ADHD. I use a calendar. I use a to-do list. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is this dunderhead talking about?
I don't even realize I do it, but it does sometimes bother people. Like, because I'll be at a table and I'm constantly shaking. It's just
I
me
do
trying
that
to get
too.
out energy that I have in my body, but I'm completely unaware that I am doing it. I have trouble regulating emotions, so especially women, you can be hypervigilant, as my therapist will say.
Shut up.
Weirdly specific signs of ADHD. Your bladder is trash. There's nothing more annoying for an ADHDer than having to go pee.
An ADHDer, guys.
Especially when you're in hyper focus and you don't want to move. And so you hold it and hold it and hold it. And eventually your bladder didn't become stronger, it became weaker actually. So most people with ADHD have horrible trash bladders. You're allergic to proofreading. The bane of my existence is proofreading. You will never catch me proofreading. Whatever I give you, whatever I hand in, whatever the essay says is what it says. That's why I have Grammarly. It's so annoying to have to reread things. Very, very rarely do ADHDers backtrack on things. They hate going back to the house. We hate going back the same route we came, much less rereading a paper to ensure that it's...
That's not an ADHD thing. Because, guys, I've always been a good writer in college, everything, and even work, because I don't need to go back and write things twice. Because I always write it right the first time. And guys, nobody likes proofreading. Nobody.
Grammatically correct. I'm certain many are aware of this, but you absorb accents. Due to your mimicking spirit, you will find yourself absorbing others' accents.
What does that have to do with ADHD? People just do that because it's fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about?
One time my ex called me out for this. He was like, "You so fake. Every time you're around somebody who speaks Spanish, all of a sudden you got an accent. You around Asian people, you be acting all
Oh, well, that's not normal."
It was only then that it was brought to my attention. I think I'm doing it to make them feel comfortable.
So you're speaking with an Asian accent to make an Asian person feel comfortable? You're speaking with a Spanish accent to try and make a Spanish person, like a Hispanic person, feel comfortable?
You stupid woman! But it could be kind of rude. But yeah, we absorb accents. If we hear an accent, we'll just inadvertently start recreating the accent we're hearing from someone. It's all a part of our identity crisis, which we barely have any. We just exist. We absorb whoever we're around.
Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo. Look at this, guys. Come on.
Neurodivergent shit. You suffer from FOMO, fear of missing out.
Not
It's gonna
me.
be the and trying to round up for lovers.
Whatever. Guys, these chicks are cooked. I was trying to get down to this chick right here.
Okay.
Right here. Come on.
If you have ADHD, send this to your partner.
Yeah.
Talk to-
It was just
Anyways, yeah. Colin, man. Guys, what do you think? You know, all these chicks who say they have ADHD, this is such cap, guys. Cap. You know what I mean? Here we go, guys. Here we go.
Something that's really fun about having PCOS, adrenal PCOS, is that at a certain point in my cycle, not only do I have excess hair growth, but then it like stops. But directly after that excess hair growth stops, I get very inflamed to the point where I gain like 2 pant sizes. This is not an exaggeration. I gain it overnight. That's how fast the inflammation is. So I wanted to get a cute set to help me with my mental health during that time of the month, because I can't fit into my leggings or anything without feeling
Okay,
like absolute
wait.
crap.
Stop. No. She talks about 2 pant sizes. I don't know if you guys have ever looked at women's clothing sizes. 2 pant sizes overnight, that's like 3 boxes of wine. That's not, no.
Yeah, this is cap. This is cap. But she said she has PCOS. And guys, this PCOS is no joke, dude. It's no joke. And this is what they asked for, right? Here you go.
If you have PCOS, I can almost guarantee your doctor did not explain this to you. And it's PCOS Awareness Month, so we're going to get into it. If you have PCOS, there is a 40% chance that you will have type 2 diabetes by the time you're 40. And the biggest mistake I see people with PCOS make when they're trying to fix their period, fix their acne, fix their hair loss.
And guys, PCOS is caused by stress, a lot of stress, but obesity, alcoholism, all these things. He said PCOS is persistent PMS. Facts. Let's go back, guys, because honestly, I don't really care. They're going to talk about, there's all these herbs and spices and all this stuff that you can take and you can pray it away and blah, 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 blah. Ugh, look at that. Disgusting. Here we go.
Something that's...
Let's go back. Here we go.
I feel like with everything going on in the world right now, none of us are talking about mental health enough. I feel like a lot of us think that it's going to hurt our aesthetic, our brand, what we post on TikTok. I don't care. We are all struggling. No one's 100% perfect. So here's some things as a 28-year-old that I am personally just struggling with. I hope this inspires, connects, relates to anyone out there.
Look at this tattoo on her finger.
I work a 9-to-5 job. I work from home. Very grateful that I have a
There's a
job.
butterfly on her other finger.
But do you know when you feel like you're just working just to work, you're working to live, you have no passion, you have no drive within where you're working? That's how I've been probably since quarantine. I just feel like where I'm at right now in my life, I'm very stuck because I feel like I'm not where other people are. Like I'm not making enough money. I'm not doing as much as I should be doing. I'm not as happy as other people. I don't have enough as other people.
And guys, that's one thing that's the biggest difference between us, like older millennial guys, Gen X, like Colin and I, right? Gen X guys, like your Gen X, older Gen X, and younger Boomer guys. We don't compare ourselves to other people because we realize that that comparison is the death of happiness, right?
Yeah.
Comparison is the thief of joy.
Yeah, but these.
And that was the thing I brought up in that one couple episodes ago where I said to the younger guys, do not compare where you are with other people. You have no idea what their struggles are. They may be making it look easy when it's actually a facade. Just set some goals and work towards your goals and keep them to yourself unless you've got somebody really trustworthy to mentor you.
Yeah.
And he's the epitome of what not to do. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not making as much as everybody else. So what?
Yep.
I'm as happy as everybody else. Define happiness.
Yeah. But here's the thing. This is the same thing that the feminists do towards men. Men just have it easier, and they're obviously doing better than us because of whatever. Whites have it easier than black people. It's all crap. Come on.
No, it's not. You told me that the sky opens with gold bars falling out when I go outside, and I appreciate you letting out the secret.
Well, guys, pocket
It is pretty sweet being white, though.
Ain't it? Snowboard gets all the B-dubs he wants. That's his advantage.
Yeah.
Beat up on tap.
Guys, is it funny though that pocket watching is so prevalent with young men now? It drives me insane. Guys, if Elon gets another billion, that has nothing to do with you getting money. People who want to say billionaires should be illegal. So if someone makes $999,999,999.99, what you gonna? Is the government gonna take every single dollar or cent that person makes over that amount? That's crazy. That's absolutely insane because money just doesn't stay in one spot. You know what's
funny?
And all his money's gonna go somewhere. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works. What are you saying?
You can get one of those poser guys who's looking for attention, who rolls up in let's say a brand new Porsche or a Ferrari, but yet you get somebody who rolls up in a cherry Falcon, 66 Falcon, or like your infamous Chevelle that's all original. Everybody will be all over that, and they'll ignore that newer car.
It's true.
Because
you pull up in a 69 Mach 1, and you'll get more attention than a guy in a Lambo, man. Straight up.
Yep.
Especially if you've wrenched on it yourself.
Exactly.
So,
and everybody's asking you questions about the car. People have more respect for somebody like that. So it's all happiness. If you're doing it for yourself, you're going to be so much happier in life.
Yep, that's true. Shrinking fungus. What's up, dude?
I compare myself so much to literally almost every single person. I don't care if you have less money than me, whatever. I'll pick something that every single person has and compare it to myself and just automatically be like, well, Sophia, you don't have that. You don't have this. You don't have that. Honestly,
some people are really fucking stupid.
I feel like social media has made me feel way more mentally down bad. I can't get off of it because social media is how I'm trying to make a living, like a full-time living. And that's another thing too, is just social media is so toxic, but also so beautiful to where it's just like, sometimes I don't know if I want to do any of this. I'm anxious. It makes me want to get back into habits that I had in college. It's just but I love it at the same time. Another thing too, I'm someone who also compares not just when it comes to social media, but my body, my personality, especially with eating habits. I had, trigger warning, in college, and I still work on that almost every single day. I feel like you're never fully out of it. I struggle with that too, because especially with after Victoria's Secret, whatever the show, or other big influencers, I'm just I don't feel confident enough to wear a lot of things, and I'm not fishing for anything right now because it literally is such a struggle when I post cozy content and certain things to where I feel like I will never fully be able to take a deep breath and feel like I don't want to go out anywhere. I'm such a homebody. If you guys don't see, most of my content is at home. I don't like to go out anywhere. I'm in the car right now to go to my sister's house because I don't go out on weeknights. I barely go out on the weekends. I feel like I've become such a fucking hermit crab to where I don't like feeling like I'm somewhere else because then I'm not in control. Going on trips, I need to have my safe people in my safe space. Going on trips with me such bad anxiety. I cannot. Every single day.
Imagine trying to date this chick, guys. Can you imagine?
Nightmare.
It'd be a 9mm mouthwash.
Yeah. I would
And
just
I
start.
feel like I'm
Yeah.
so tight.
Not even, if you're a 12 gauge a brain drain, right?
I don't know what type A, type B, to where I plan out my routine. Like I plan everything because like I need to be in control. And with that, you're harder on yourself. You get more in your head. You overthink. You stress out more. Like I don't know. I need to stop ranting right now. But I hope this just helps someone to know that like in your 20s, you are not going to be where you are in life. And if you are, congrats. You're always going to want more, but just do as much as you can to be happy with what you have. And also to not feel like stupid for opening.
What is she even saying?
That's my thing is I don't ever want to come off like weak or like a certain way. My life isn't perfect.
Guys, how long do you think she's been talking?
It seems like a long time. Yeah.
Huh? How long?
Way too long. Way
Guys,
too long.
I'd say 3 minutes.
She's talking for 3 minutes and 28 seconds, and it seems like it was 25 minutes, right?
Yeah.
I feel like we've been here for a half hour.
I feel like I'm getting mental watching her.
Spoke for 3 minutes and didn't say a thing.
What the fuck happened to this? Oh my gosh!
Oh my god!
Holy moly! Look at that! I might get the stream taken down. Yikes, man! Sister Mary Frances, look at that! All these chicks.
Could I interview you by any chance? Are you happy? No. I struggle with severe BPD, so it fluctuates a lot. I struggle with mental health, but I can be really happy. I just am looking for some peace right now. So right now I'm actually on my way to go day drink while I wait for my
Yo, right here, guys.
Yeah.
Right here. This is modern women, right here, man. Right here.
You can't make
Look
it up.
at this.
You can't make it up.
I cannot
And she's drinking on
emphasize.
bed.
Yeah, but dude, if any woman admits she has BPD, thank her and run like hell.
Yeah. Yep. Look at that.
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!
I don't think a lot of people are happy. We all fabricate our happiness in some way. I'm looking for like inner happiness, like spiritual.
Ooh. What does that even mean, guys? I'm happier than a bug in a rug. You know what I'm saying? Guys, I love my life. It's great, man. You know what I'm saying? Guys, I've been happy for a long time. You know? I don't even get like unhappy. I just have degrees of happiness. Because my life, I'm content. Career-wise, health-wise, everything is good, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But guys, I also realize, look, like, I'm in my 40s now, right? So I think that us, like, 40-plus-year-old guys, we've had enough time to actually realize, like, look, if I was going to cure cancer, I'd have done it already, right? If I was going to go to Mars, I'd have done it already. My life right now is the sum of all the choices that I've made, and it's like I'm very successful. I could have been more successful, but I'm okay with the fact that what I did in the past got me to where I am now, and that's pretty good. You know what I'm saying? But there's no point in going coulda, woulda, shoulda, woulda, right? You know what I mean? Like, you can't go back in time and slap yourself. But let's also realize guys like Colin, Korg, BPD, guys, at our best our worst is better than a lot of these women's best.
Yeah.
Yep.
On a bad day, Colin can outperform most of, like, 99% of these 304s. On a hung over with a broken foot, snowboard can outperform most of these 304s. That's how it works.
Yeah, I did it all
You
week.
know? Who was saying something? Korg, you were saying something?
Yeah, so something that puts your life in perspective, and this is another one for the young guys. And I've been practicing this since I was in my 30s. And I told a younger kid this years ago. I used to feel sorry for myself because I had no shoes until I met a man who had no feet.
That's true. Yeah.
You keep that in your mind, you will stay grounded and you will be content in life.
Yeah, that's true. Or guys, travel. You guys want to see some foolishness? Go to South America. Go to Africa. Hell, go to the Appalachians. Go to Appalachia and see how those people live. You know what I'm saying? You will thank your lucky stars.
Happiness, and so I go through my phases, but I'm in a bad one right now. So sometimes I drink, which I don't like to.
She's gonna go
do.
drink.
I don't like to admit that, but I mean, sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. I'm actually really beautiful. If you don't see me when I'm depressed, it's hard when you're sad. It's hard when you're in fight or flight, and I'm in fight or flight right now. So
How? Why? I don't see any troops with guns or, rockets, red glare. What are you talking about?
He's gonna start crying.
So did this do this to people?
Hi, how are you guys today? Sorry to bother you. I'm working on a little documentary project. Would either of you be willing to answer a super quick question?
Sure. Just one?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. The question is, are you happy?
Yes, absolutely.
Sorry, that's copyright music. So look at all these goofballs, man. Look at all these. What is that?
Yeah.
What is this? Yikes, man. What is that? Who are these people?
So my question is, are you happy?
Right now or in general?
It's whatever you want.
I would say that I'm very happy right now in this moment because it's.
Yeah, these chicks, man.
Yeah.
They wouldn't know
Could I interview you?
a hard life if it bit them in the butt, dude. But this is what they're allowed to just exist in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Thinking how freaking miserable they are and all this foolishness, Guys, once again, the worst part about this is bringing this back to the original topic. Their mental health is collapsing, and they want to make it our problem, guys.
Yes.
Guys,
Yeah.
never, ever, ever, ever deal with chicks that are junkies, that are mentally ill, that are, don't do it, guys. Don't do it. Oh, and guys, now, if you're with a chick, if she slips down the stairs and is a quadriplegic, you are not obligated to stay with her.
I know I didn't this morning. So I was like, I was leaving my house and I saw this dude beat up this chick, so I didn't go outside. So I went back in my room.
Paralyzed bachelorette party. Bachelor one. Bachelorette party. You see this chick? This is USA Today. Look at this.
And a Nightdale woman left paralyzed after a bachelorette party accident 5 years ago is now a mom. We first told you about Rachel Friedman Chapman's new edition on Monday.
And today we sat down with a new mom and her little bundle of joy. WNCN's Shamira Ratman has the story.
What you doing? The Chapman family of two now has a new addition in Kaylee Ray. The newborn.
Whoa, guys, look. This chick, so she had her bachelorette party, right? And here's a man this happened to too. Hold on. Look at this.
This Mother's Day, though, I have to tell you, is so special for first-time mom Rachel Chapman. I don't know if you might remember this name because she made national headlines back in 2010 after a really awful accident. She was pushed into a pool during a bachelorette party.
You got paralyzed.
It was a playful moment, and it actually left her paralyzed from the chest down. Well, 5 years later now.
Look at that, guys. And then she said that she tried to remain friends with the girl who pushed her. And then the girl just all of a sudden was being cool, and then all of a sudden started trying to talk mess and be like, "It's not you're just trying to blame me and blah 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 blah." Now this guy got paralyzed at his bachelor party. How'd this happen?
They are like two peas in a pod, sharing a love of the outdoors.
I told him on our second date that I.
Wow. She's kind of hot, though.
I'm sorry, guys. What the fuck happened to this
He's the happiest one too.
Guys, I shouldn't laugh.
He's still
dude. I
happy.
shouldn't laugh. I shouldn't laugh. But guys.
So wait a minute. Wait. If a dude gets paralyzed, the pecker still works? Or I'm confused.
I don't fucking know, dude. Just look at him. He went from 0 to yay.
What is he wearing though? What is he actually wearing?
I don't think he knows because you can't look down.
How are you wearing a seatbelt?
Oh no! Yeah, well, he can't hold himself up because he's a quadriplegic. Oh, jeez! Look at this poor
He's gonna marry
bastard.
him or someone just like him someday.
Brett Greenhill and his fiancee Megan were set to be married when tragedy struck. A freak accident left this groom to be paralyzed.
You say for better, for worse. We decided to take for worse before for better.
They met 3 years ago when Megan made the first move on Brett, a successful accountant.
Actually, I had the worst pickup line ever.
Guys, I'm telling you, if this ever happened to me, I've told everyone that I know, just hold the pillow over my face until I stop twitching. You know what I'm saying? Guys, I don't want to live like this.
Yeah.
I don't. Nope. Just sneak into the freaking hospital room and just get that fluffy pillow and send me home. You know what I'm saying?
I said, I'm not hitting on you or anything, but you have really pretty eyes.
Brett proposed at the end of a 5-mile run.
I pulled out the ring.
I said yes, you didn't even ask. I knew.
In December, they were side by side celebrating a joint.
Guys, how do you think he got paralyzed? Let's see if we can guess. Did he get hit by a car? Was he drunk and he fell off the bar when he was trying to dance on the bar? Did his friend toss him up and he landed on his head? Pyro, what's up, man? Good to see you. Jamaica's in the house.
Bachelor-bachelorette party in Naples, Florida. Then it happened. Brett went for a swim and accidentally dove head first into a sandbar.
I felt the jar.
Megan rushed to his side.
He said, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I can't feel my body.
And I just told her, I love you, and I'm sorry.
Brett suffered a spinal cord injury and was paralyzed. His heart went out to his future bride.
I tried to push her away.
And he said, this is not what you signed up for. Well, we need each other. I mean, physically right now, he needs me more. But emotionally, spiritually, mentally, I need him.
At Shepherd Center in a...
Dude, this was 8 years ago, guys. She's long gone by now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Long gone.
It's a wedding ceremony taking place without a dry eye in the house, and for good reason, because this...
Dude, I bet you, I bet every one of you guys $1,000 right now that this guy he just recently came into a big
monster
family
hog.
inheritance.
Yeah.
And she leached, between the medical bills and and her vulture spending, you're right, AJ. She's long gone.
Yeah. Yep. Here we go.
special day almost never happened after a freak accident left the groom paralyzed.
It still hurts. But, we're moving forward now, so that's the way that it has to be.
Hey, he can move a little bit.
The story of Brett Greenhill and Meg Alexander took a tragic turn 1 year ago. They were celebrating a joint bachelorette party in Naples, Florida, when Brett dove headfirst into the ocean and hit a sandbank. He was left paralyzed from the neck down. It was just 2 months before they were supposed to get married.
It's a hard journey. This is not exactly how I'd like it to be, but it's what it is, and
he can move a little bit.
The wedding was canceled, and the entire focus was on taking care of Brett.
She's more than stuck by me. She's been an amazing trooper through this whole process.
Whenever I feel like I'm having a bad day, I lean on him
Correct,
and vice
guys.
versa.
Correct.
mindset is everything in something like this.
And good.
And so is keeping a sense of humor.
She's trying to wean me off of carbs for a good reason.
Push.
Progress has been slow, but Brett is making strides with the help of Next Step Paralysis Recovery Center in Atlanta.
We've gotten wrist movement. It's getting stronger.
Triceps.
Triceps are coming in. So it's definitely, we've seen growth.
And thanks to this machine, Brett is back on his feet for the first time.
Feels awesome.
Yeah, see, they have like exoskeletons now too for people's legs where they can walk. Either way, guys. So here we go. Of course, this is in Reddit 2x. Why are women with trauma or mental health issues considered baggage?
Because it's true.
Is that not such a woman question to ask?
Yeah.
Guys, when a man is dating, right? It's so weird because when we date, we are inherently making our the very nature of dating and marriage is men making their lives more difficult. You know what I'm saying? Because our life is simple on our own. But by taking on a woman, we are inherently adding more chaos and cost to our life, right? But a man says, look, can you just at least not have a lot of baggage? Can you like
deal with the demons in the closet?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Like, can I at least have my life complicated in a way that I choose instead of someone else's choices making my life more difficult? You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Bastard kids, that means that she chose to have a bastard kid by Nug Nug. Bad credit, she chose to do that too. Because a man should not take on a woman whose choices have made her add a whole lot more chaos to your life. And this is why guys date and marry young chicks, because they haven't had a lot of time to mess up their lives. Oh, wait. Daniel said that there are divorce degrees in the... No way. They got divorced. Let's go.
That wheelchair guy?
Yeah. Hold on. How did you find this? Hold on. How do I make it bigger? Brett Andrew Greenhill. Make it. Yeah, this is them. He filed for divorce.
Nice.
Bona fide separation. Am I showing this on the screen? Yeah. The parties are separated. There's no chance of reconciliation. There's no children. They're going to settle all matters and controversies as alimony and equitable division of marital property. Each party is acting freely and voluntarily. Look at that. How do I go to the next page? They live separate. There's no alimony. Neither party shall pay alimony. They're going to live separate. That's the same page. Sorry, guys. This is difficult to use.
But
Wife
she
shall,
cheated.
up. Wife shall make a one-time payment to husband in the amount of $20,000 within 7 days. It must be mailed to the husband's attorney. The property 63 or whatever is titled the wife's name. Upon the husband's refinancing of the mortgage, wife hereby transfers the husband all of her right, title, equity, and interest. So he got the house too. He got the house and 20,000. Wow.
But it must take a lot for that guy to want to divorce that wife.
She's cheating on him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's probably what happened.
Damn. Yeah, she had to be cheating, guys.
Yeah.
Guys, what do you think? You know? Had to be. Haha. I'm thinking she slept with the physical therapist. Yeah, probably.
Probably. Yeah.
Probably, right? Okay, so guys, Colin, BPD, Corey, snowboard.
Yep.
Have you ever dated a chick that was local, not that basic?
Oh yeah.
Dude, what kind of dumbass question is that? They're all goddamn crazy.
Yeah. Well, no, I dated some that are crazy for sure.
Really? Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Back in 2015, ex-female friend, he some bipolar. So yeah.
Yikes, man. Yikes. Friend or girlfriend?
Friend, actually. Friend.
Ah, BPD. No friends that are girls, man. Guys, that's the dumbest thing that you can do as a man.
I mean, I got what I wanted, which is a sex part, but I mean, when I was blue pill and all that, you know.
Yeah, guys. Once again, guys, we all know how we roll over here. No female friends. All you're doing is giving them.
I currently don't have none now, so I'm good.
Smart man, dude. All it's gonna cost you is time, money, emotional baggage, and you're not getting any. Man, shoot, screw that, you know. So, but yeah, man, I have to say there's these 3 girls in a row that I dated in college that were nuts, man, just nuts, you know. And it sucks. All the crazy girls are always the best in the sack, you know.
And they're kind of fun sometimes.
Yeah.
Too. They're actually pretty fun until they go too crazy.
Yeah, and then
they start making stuff up.
Yeah,
if it didn't happen,
and they know where you live, where you work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
This chick says, I see some people mentioning that telling guys about your trauma early on scares away the bad guys. I just want to point out that if a guy really is eager to know more about your trauma, that's probably not a good sign. There are people who feed off that. Now that is true, guys. You know, Gavin, the starving artist, is like, I'm not like those other guys, bro. I'm like in touch with my like spiritual side. I do like yoga, bro. You know what I mean? He wants to hear about a chick's trauma because then he can, you know, fleece her for cash and use her car and all that other stuff. You know?
But at the same time, it is good to know like what problems that you're gonna have to kind of deal with that they didn't, you know, fix for themselves. So
yeah.
Guys, it is kind of good. It is kind of good to know that stuff because, like, you know, if you're like, oh, my last relationship was so bad, like my boyfriend had like a train run on me, and be like, I'm done, bye, like, you know what I mean. So sometimes it's a good thing to ask that stuff.
Yeah, but today's chicks, they think trauma means they couldn't get their special order at Starbucks that they always get.
Of course.
So that word sends, you know, to me as a red flag when they say, well, I've got trauma. You don't even know what trauma is.
Yeah. That's true. It's true, man. Men talking at you, what?
Just like they think when a guy doesn't jump at her beck and call, he's a narcissist.
Yeah, that's true. Any guy that has boundaries is a narcissist. Angie Wilson said it the best. Guys, there's a small percentage of people that are narcissists, but all these chicks seem to all find those guys, right?
Yeah. Well,
isn't it funny how that works?
That means that they're no longer responsible for their half of the relationship.
Sure.
Oh, it's just all him. That's just all him. I'm a really giving person, so I attract narcissists so they can take advantage of me. That's like what they'll say. Yeah. But they say, well, how can I do anything wrong if he was just a narcissist? So therefore, I'm not responsible for anything that I did that, you know, was baiting him or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I've noticed watching these women on all these podcasts and all this, and when they say trauma or healing journey, that to me just says you're a nitwit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Here we go, guys. There's a chick here that I have. Hold on.
And sometimes trauma is also they just were abusing drugs and stuff too.
Sure.
That's not really trauma. It's, if you're abusing like psychedelic, I guess maybe it can kind of cause some, but like that's something you chose to do.
But I would say that
continually
that trauma is just when they're shocked that bad things happen to them, because they think that they should be able to go where they want, do what they want, talk how they want, and dress how they want, have no bad things happen to them ever. Us guys know that we can't say anything we want to everyone. That we know that we can't go certain places at night or whatever. And guys, these chicks will be in the middle of a big city, shit-faced, drunk, scantily clad, and just walk down a dark alley. It's like, are you insane? I wouldn't even walk down a dark alley at night in New York. What are you doing? Makes no sense. So here we go, guys.
Everyone's like, it's summer, summer, yay, summer. No. Yes, but no. Can we talk about the chokehold that summer has on my depressive slumps?
Oh, God.
So this chick's a teacher. One of the most useless people in society right now, anyways. Right? And then she's saying that the 3 months she has off, 3 months off of the year, she's depressed.
Yeah.
God, they're worthless, guys.
Hear me out. I love summer.
I've created a new game since it's summertime. You point them out, teacher or not. And once you start figuring that out, it's kind of fun. You can tell kind of who's a teacher and who's not.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. It's more of a gut feeling, I guess, where I just pick it. So I do it for fun with a friend. But over the summer, if you just start looking at, I mostly do it with women because I don't really watch what guys do as much. But it's kind of fun to do. Like, I don't really like. Obviously, we don't know right or wrong, but I don't know if they have like a Nissan Altima or I don't know. Every chick has a Nissan Altima, but I don't know. It's a fun thing to try to do in the summer because you can see that.
Yeah.
I don't know. You can just make a guess because a lot of these teachers think everything's kind of. They have a really big ego. They think they're smarter than. Like here's an example. They talk to everyone like they're like a child. You know what I mean? Like talk down to them. Like I have to give you the directions this way how to do it.
They use the term. I'm an educator. Please get over yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And our country's cooked because you're useless.
Yep, that's true.
Love having time to do things and be myself, and my personality starts to come back, and all those things are lovely and wonderful and great. But I'm a routine girly. My mental health literally depends on me sticking to my routine. And it takes me a while to even get into that routine in the first place. So when you've been in a routine for 190 days and then all of a sudden halt, no longer have that routine, it feels great for the first few days. I'm living my life. I'm going to lunch. I'm doing things. I have energy. And then all of a sudden it sneaks up on me. And I'm like, I'm not getting out of bed till 10 p.m. I'm not taking care of myself. I'm not washing my face. The house is dirty.
So you're lazy then.
Yeah.
That's all it is, guys. That's all it is. She's lazy.
And women
trying to,
yeah, and she doesn't have to look hot for the students anymore, so she doesn't give a shit.
No, right? Come on.
That's nasty. Women houses and rooms are terrible.
Yeah.
They are terrible.
And don't get me started on the women's room, restaurants and stuff. Disgusting. It used to be the men's rooms were all nasty. Now it's the other way around. Gross.
Projects are piled up. Boxes are piled up. The dishes need to be done. I have emails to respond to. I'm not a functional human being right now.
And yet you managed to set your camera up, your phone up, put your circle light on, put your makeup on, put your filter on, and film a TikTok and put it on TikTok.
Yeah.
Well, what's worse is she has the audacity to set bitchy expectations for students, but she can't even function as an adult.
That's true. FEG said discount Amy Schumer.
Yeah.
Look at that, guys. Look at that.
Sitting on the couch this morning, it's almost 11 o'clock, and I'm like, what am I doing here? What am I doing here? I'm not reading. I'm not watching TV. I'm literally not doing anything. I'm just sitting. I'm just sitting, and not like a peaceful morning sipping my coffee, sitting. No, I'm out of coffee creamer, which is probably contributing. And I need to go to the grocery store, and things need to get done, and I'm not functioning. I got my ass off the couch this morning, and I said, "It's."
Say again?
One of the things that triggers me that what these women do is when they start doing that hand clapping, I just want to reach out and smack them in the face.
Yeah, they do that all the time.
It's go time. It is time to be reborn. I'm like, Allie, it's time to stop sitting your ass on the couch, get up, be a human being. So I did. I got up and I washed my face and brushed my teeth and I did my hair and I put on real clothes and I.
This is the best you can look.
Put earrings on and I said, you know what? We're going to be a human being today. The issue is the minute I get into summer routine, then it's like, halt, school's back in session, time to redo this whole thing, which is why I think the first few weeks of the school year are so hard because I'm just like, wait a second, this is not what we've been doing. If you're a teacher on summer break and you're like,
God, they talk so much, don't they, guys?
why am I feeling like this? We're all feeling like that.
Shut up. Okay, here we go, guys.
I'm struggling a lot. A big reason as to why I was crying yesterday and why I've just been like.
So she looks like one of the people from Whoville, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Who Areville?
Who Areville?
It's because I feel really defeated and I'm just tired. So the real reason why I quit my last job was because my mental health got so bad that it was getting in the way of my work. That's literally the reason why I dropped out of school. And I'm finding it starting to really get in the way of my new job. The things I struggle with, it's like breathing. Like
we need a game. Every time they use the word literally, take a shot. Every time they use the word like, take 2 shots. You'll be trashed before you're there even 3 minutes in.
3 sentences.
You see how she has these CDs on the wall in the back? What is this? Like, this is so pretentious, you know?
Yeah.
Those are poor girl dream catchers.
The best way I can describe my struggles is like, I described it to my mom. I'm like, Mom, imagine there's a little kid who goes to school, but he has this huge bully.
Here, have your mom send you to El Salvador, or send you to friggin' Paraguay, or send you to Mongolia. You know, send you to, I don't know, Lesotho or something. You know, we'll see how your mental health is then, as far as whining and moaning about this. Jessica, what's up, dude? You said professional PTSD make believers. Facts.
Who doesn't let him go outside? He doesn't let him play. So the little kid is comfortable because the bully is controlling him. But at least he's not getting beat up by the bully. So that's how I've been for a very long time in my life. I've been controlled and comfortable by this bully, the bully being my thoughts.
All they do is cry, guys, please.
And I've been able to kind of maintain myself because I haven't been doing much to challenge those thoughts.
Of course not.
Yeah.
Of course not, because she knows that it's her get out of jail free card.
Yeah.
Anytime that she treats a person like trash, any person that she doesn't keep to an agreement or a commitment, all of a sudden
And I'm just trying to tell you that I have mental health issues. I'm extremely distraught. I feel like my whole life is ending.
For the past years, because I'm so scared of getting
Can we
really
just
bad
pause it
again.
for a second?
Sure.
When she's saying examine her thoughts and everything, she means like she's saying she's trying not to say the word accountability. Is really all that it is.
I was going to say she's probably one of these who spent her whole life being entertained and distracted by other crap and doesn't know how to just be content with her own thoughts.
Yeah.
That's a measure of a good person. Can
Yeah.
you just sit by yourself in a room with your own thoughts?
Yeah. But Corey, here's the funny thing. Isn't it funny how they say that men need to talk more in order to be emotionally intelligent, and that there's something wrong with that? But this chick here, she does the opposite, and just like she's not okay being alone and not having anyone around. Guys, how us men are is the best way to do it. Guys, like I said, I'm a twin, so I'm not used to silence and being alone, right? But if I'm just chilling by myself, guys, come on now. Like, we find stuff to do or whatever. We just think about like, hey, you know what? What would happen if I would have supercharged my old Mustang instead of twin turbo? You know, you start thinking of like some different thoughts, like, oh yeah. Or what if the Germans of the bad period hadn't gone to Stalingrad and actually went to Moscow. And then you start playing the whole scenario in your head, like, oh wow, I think, oh wait, whoop, it's been 3 hours, you know. So,
and notice, like, basically, this is part of the problem with these 304s. They get filled down there, but they're not fulfilled upstairs. Basically,
yeah,
you know what I mean. None of these they're trying to they're kind of talking about is I don't really feel fulfilled and at peace with myself and how I'm living.
Right.
So I need all this medication to block it out. I need TikTok block it. You can only have so much stimulation that sooner or later you're going to have to deal with the fact, like, wait a minute, this is my life. This is how I live. This is what I'm like.
They have no coping skills. They have no coping skills. And like you said, they are so accustomed to, I got to be stimulated, got to be stimulated, got to be stimulated. That's bad.
Yeah. If you can't even sit and like read a book, guys, that's one of the biggest things that are the differences that's between men and women. Guys, think about how much time that you spent reading on the John. You know what I'm saying? You the Al Bundy, you put a paper under your arm, you know what I'm saying? Or you're reading a book on the can, you know what I'm saying? Just being left alone. You know what I mean? Like, that's what us guys like. We like being left alone, just do whatever we want, you know? Girls just have to, or like, how many of you guys have been in a relationship and you have one day off? You're either at school, you have 2 jobs, you have that one day off, and your girlfriend just fills it full of crap. Well, we have to hang out with these people. We have to do this. Like, can't I just stay at home and just hang out all day, just not have to be anywhere, you know? So, Australian, what's up, dude? Good to see you.
Can I make a couple book recommendations for the young guys?
Yeah.
So a couple shows ago, I had made a mention of the book Animal Farm. So 2 books by George Orwell I think all young men should read are Animal Farm and 1984.
Yeah.
What's funny is I read 1984 back in 1983 when I was 14. Another real good one is Ray Bradbury's short story Fahrenheit 451. And the common theme in a lot of those books is how these people who want to control how other people think and feel try to take over society. And they're great allegories for what the red pill guys are going through right now and what young men are going through right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. That is true.
And when they're being with a therapist and stuff, like, what is really a therapist's job? To make you kind of understand your own thoughts.
Yeah.
Essentially, kind of like that's what they're trying to do. They don't want to do that because they their brain is melted. They have an attention span for 8 seconds. So it's easier to find stimulation than to, think deeply into how you think. How you operate.
But snowboard. Here's the thing: they expect to be entertained.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what they demand of everyone in their lives, including the men.
Yeah,
you must entertain me.
Yes, yeah, constantly.
And this, once again, guys, we haven't talked about this in a while, but guys, your parents and your grandparents, they weren't best friends. That like a husband is not supposed to be the wife's best friend. It helps, obviously, if they get along like that. But guys, your husband is not supposed to be a best friend. But now these chicks, they expect their boyfriend or the husband to be provider, protector, best friend, counselor. That it's not possible for a guy.
Yeah.
It's not. Go along with them all their stupid girly stuff. No, my grandmother would never ask my grandfather to go do any girly foolishness. Guys, we just hit 100 likes. I think we have 100 and let's see, 100 and how many likes here? 113 likes, guys. Hey, thanks for that, man.
Hey, man, Heretic Fringe.
What are you saying?
Heretic Fringe. He really got it. Yep, right there.
Yeah, they all want to be famous influencers. Entertainment's not enough.
Why?
Yeah, all right, guys. You all know where we have to go now, right? Here we go.
Y'all want to ask me what I'm doing? I'm outside hoeing. I work at hoeing. Y'all want to know what company I work at? I work at hoeing. That's the company I work at, hoeing.
Oh my God!
Was that a clown? Was that a circus clown right now?
But this is the type of girl when you're drunk. Look
at this, guys.
This is a white B-dub.
Maryland is absolutely spoiling me. Like, I've been here less than 24 hours and I've already made 2K. I've seen 2 regulars already. So I saw a regular yesterday and I walked in. It was a 4-hour booking. I like you. He's probably watching this. It was a 4-hour booking. I walked in and Hassan was on.
Is that a slice of pizza on her leg?
Wait a minute.
That's that dude. Who I think it is.
Hassan was streaming. And then the bed was full of gifts. Like really cute outfits that fit. They fit. Vibrators, my donation. We had a lot of fun. And
Jesus Christ on the cross.
Planet Fitness.
Guys, come on. No, she's a planet, period. That's no moon. You remember Obi-Wan Kenobi?
You just
I don't remember Alderaan having a moon. That's no moon. Someone said the fupa.
Bastards, I love you.
Yo, that's hilarious, dude. I'm gonna make a Fupacabra mug or a Fupacabra shirt. Let's go. The Fupacabra. That's hilarious. That's hilarious, man. Look at that. Oh yeah. Sorry, someone said guys.
And I'm hoping maybe him and I will get to see each other again. But I just got back from like another booking with like a different regular. He cracked my shit.
Sorry, guys. I can't. We already saw this one. That's right. Where's that other chick? Where's that other chick? Guys, it's all the usual suspects, right? You know what I'm saying? Look at this. Guys, this is her sound. It isn't mine. But guys, look at them counting money on the internet. Someone will rob you.
Yeah. How many times do you think she got a dump put on her for that amount of money?
I know, right? Sheik Mahmoud dropping a deuce on her. You know what I'm saying? Come on, dude. Disgusting. Guys, there was a guy on TikTok. He kept having to make accounts because he kept getting banned. But he used to pose as like some Sheik Mahmoud Akbeem guy, and then he would like slide these chicks' DMs. He would make a whole page and make it seem like he was
so he was just trolling them.
No. He would see what they would do for X amount of money. He'd say, "Oh yeah, well I got a pet horse." How much? And then they would, and then or like I want to use you as a whatever as a freaking outhouse, and then how much? And then he would post the conversations on TikTok with the girl's face and name and everything.
Wow. She's only counting 20s right now.
Okay, so last video cut off, but we were at 6,660.
So, guys, this is how much her soul is worth.
Yeah,
That's a dollar bill.
Yeah,
that's how much her soul.
$6,666.66.
Okay, it's currently 6:24 in the morning. Because y'all popping it on Instagram, I'ma let y'all know how much I'm gonna count with y'all.
Look at these broads, guys. Look at
Streets. I'm a bitch from the streets. I get that money. I get that money. Bitch, give me what you got.
And guys, thanks so much for being here, man. Guys, seeing as the other channel is getting demonetized, hopefully it'll be back to being monetized in 90 days. But I remember when I got demonetized on this channel. But guys, thanks for you guys' support. I really appreciate it. Hopefully we can hit 17K. Hopefully we can end the year with like 25K. That would be sweet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, guys. I just want to enjoy the channel now while it's small. Well, we have like 120, like 170 people in the chat. I can actually recognize all you guys because I think Snowboard, you were on the one call. Remember, I did a random like Monday Night Live. We had like 247 people, 260 people in here once. Remember that? It was nuts, So yeah, guys. One day, this channel is just gonna blow up one day, So, yeah. Whiteout. Yes, I am still gonna post, and I'll probably still go live over there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe do like a video and a live per week. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that'll probably So it just sucks, So it is what it is.
Yeah, but it's message over monetization to a
That's
degree
true.
too.
Yeah.
In a way.
Mama. So okay, 1, 2.
Let's see if she can count.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 12. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey, King with the Axe. You're British, right? You have to be because you called the chick a duck. Oh, he said chick. Okay, guys, that's the funniest saying to call a chick ugly is in the UK. They call chicks a duck.
Huh.
It's how you call a chick ugly in the UK. And yeah, I saw Snowball and he was with a duck.
Yeah. It's funny because
sorry, King. I read your post wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I remember there was a guy that I used to know who was British, and he used to always talk about you wouldn't catch him with a duck. Oh yeah. That chick has a nerve to call guys ugly. She said 3s and 4s calling guys chopped. Guys, here's the thing. Guys have never been attractive en masse, physically attractive. Because it was not it's not our job to be the attractive sex.
Boy.
Thank you. That's how women are supposed to be attractive. Yeah. Men are supposed to be reliable, ambitious, have good character, good morals. That's why back in the day, guys, it's true that only 40% of men have managed to procreate, right? But modernity has in the West has meant that the majority of men have procreated. It's not like, in 1985 only 10% of men were getting girls pregnant. No, the majority of men got pregnant and got women pregnant, got married, got chicks pregnant, had kids. That's how it worked, right? Now we're going backwards, where a small group of guys, right, is getting all these chicks pregnant. Insane. So this whole thing where chicks are saying all these shocked guys, well, what did you expect?
Yeah.
When polled, women say that 80% of men are unattractive, but that's how it's always been. If you are at a high school, guys, think of this. In high school, right, there was the popular guys that were getting chicks. Then there was always the 80-20 rule, but chicks were only confined to their town. So they had to assortively mate after high school.
Yeah.
Or not get married. That's how it works. But they started checking out other things other than looks. This is the most atavistic that chicks have ever been, where they actually look at looks. Insane. Let's see.
You want to know what a duck tries to do?
What's that?
It tries to get its flying V flocked.
Let's see. Lance says we call them ducks over here as well. Look at that. No, guys, I'm still going to post on the other channel, guys. Don't worry. All right. Let's see. Oh, Daniel says, Corinthians 6:12. All things are lawful unto me, but all things are not expedient. All things are lawful for me, but I will not be brought down under the power of many. Yeah, and guys, this is what I like. All you guys that are religious and that are knowledgeable, Daniel, guys. So the next time that I do a Christian feminism, Daniel, try and call in, man. You know what I'm saying? It would be interesting to hear your perspective on Christianity and feminism, But thanks for the $99, man. I appreciate that, man. Really, I do.
That's nice.
You are scaring the hoes.
You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that. So,
4, 5, that's 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, guys, I don't mean to. Hey, Steve. Where's Steve M at? Hey, guys. Hey, Steve, I don't mean to, jump the gun, but Steve's going to be starting a channel pretty soon. So, guys, once he does, we got to go over there and show him some support. You know what I'm saying? So, I didn't mean to let the cat out of the bag, Steve, but I figure, I'll give you a little bit of extra added pressure.
Yeah. Better to tell him meow than later.
So yeah, guys, Steve is ex-military, he talks about homesteading and all that other stuff. So he's going to share a lot of skills when it comes to, guys getting in and out of the military and then homesteading and living off the grid. You know what I'm saying? So that'll be something that he wants to do. So, let's see.
That's 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 15. Plus my Venmo, I have 160s.
Look at her neck tattoo and her face tattoo.
So Tonight I made.
Dude, it looks like some kid went nuts on her with a Sharpie.
Yep.
Look at between the Hooters,
Clock it,
all that.
and that's why.
Ugh. Disgusting. Oh, guys, I have one more video about mental health here. Hold on. Let's do this. And then we can switch gears here. Then we can switch gears. 1 second.
Because a
Let's
lot of
see
those medications and stuff are also like toxic.
Yeah. Yep.
They're new. They're new. These are kind of new things. They haven't even been around 100 years and stuff. So if these women are talking about nature versus nurture, well, what if you psychologically medicate somebody and make their brain function a different way that it should?
Especially at a young age.
Exactly.
Especially at a young age. That's true. That's true.
We haven't seen what it does over 80 years.
Yeah.
Well,
When you figure that.
I was going to say, it's like when I brought up when they were medicating, young boys in the 90s with, quote, ADD.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Adderall.
But hey, Korg, you know where the biggest research center for ADHD and stuff is in Pittsburgh. That's why if you look at the ADHD diagnoses and Adderall prescriptions are like oversaturated in the Pittsburgh school districts. There was a documentary that I saw once, and this family was like trying to fight their school district who wanted to put their son on Adderall. And they were like, this is all one big scam. And that's because the pharmaceutical company was actually there in Pittsburgh.
Yeah. So a little bit of a segue, but close to it. I had a job back when I was just before my early 40s. And this one guy was showing me around the area, and he says, "How old are you?" And I said, 38. Well, you better just go to your doctor and get put on Crestor now. I said, "What the hell for?" "Oh, well, I'm on it." And he starts pointing to all these people in different cubicles. He's on it. She's on it. She's on it. He's on it. You just got to get on Crestor. And I said, yeah, well, I don't eat the kind of crap that you people eat. I don't eat everything fried. And then it was 5 years later, I think, is when the results started coming out that, Crestor was not very good for people to be on.
Yeah.
So it's just one of the issues is these pharmaceutical companies keep trying to come up with either new drugs or new uses for different drugs as an excuse to get people on them. There was a guy in one of my classes I was taking who showed up to class in scrubs, and somebody asked him, "You work in a hospital?" He said, "No, I'm a salesman for a pharmaceutical company, and this is the easiest way to get past the front security people to get into to see the doctors directly without making an appointment, because they think I'm one of the medical staff in the facility."
That's baller. That guy's killing it too, probably.
Oh, I had to give him.
He's killing it.
I had to give it to him, but at the same token, dude, that is effed up that you can just go right in there and put the screws to a doctor to buy this crap. It's great for you, but overall for people, it's bad.
Yeah, that's true.
I watched a big pharma commercial the other day, like 2 days ago, and it's funny. It has this like demon lizard and it's like a kid's character trying to tell you to take the medication. It's like if you were mocking big pharma, they like made that commercial. It's like unbelievable.
Wow. Yeah.
And if we can't find what we need, we build it.
Wait, is some guy trying to hold them back?
We search for answers that don't yet exist.
See, all the women are all standing on the men.
Yeah.
And if we can't find what we need,
what a joke.
And you know what they're doing there? They're trying to make it look like that very old art where it's all the, you know what I'm talking about, where they have like angels and stuff. You'd see it in like a
Yeah.
church and everything.
Yeah.
That's what they're trying to do right there with that imaging.
Yep.
Support of CAMH's No One Left Behind campaign. It's the world's largest fundraising campaign to support hospital-based mental health research.
Here to tell us more about this important initiative, please welcome CAMH senior scientist. And
This is Canadian, so I don't think that this is copyright. You know what I'm saying? The Social Canadian TV. Let's see.
inaugural Triliving Family Chair for Women's Mental Health, Dr. Lisa Galea. Thanks for being here. For No One Left Behind campaign so important?
Well, we're facing a global mental health crisis at the moment.
Is that a transformer?
Maybe. Maybe.
He said one in 5 Canadians cause mental health problems.
Canada, 1 in 5 of us experiences mental illness, but by the time we're 40 years old, it's 1 in 2. So that's 50% of us have had or experienced mental illness. And that's why I'm so surprised and astonished.
And I'm sure that she is not getting any kickbacks from any of these big pharma. Yeah, come on.
That it still has such a stigma because we all know and love someone that has experienced mental illness. And so the campaign, the No One Left Behind campaign, is to raise $500 million for life-saving new research into mental health disorders, as well as a new research and discovery.
So it's money that just
Let's
gets
talk
wasted.
about that center, because the renderings of the new research and discovery center in Toronto look absolutely incredible.
Beautiful.
We'll take a look at a few of them here.
Yeah.
So how do buildings like this help advance mental health care?
Yeah, so right now, I know it's beautiful, isn't it?
Beautiful.
Right now, CAMH is on 2 different campuses. The main one is on the already, so we don't know where the next great discovery is coming from. But
You guys know that they're spending all this money on women's mental health. They don't give one good goddamn about men's mental health, right, guys? It's an absolute joke.
Well,
It's a
and
joke.
that money, like the building is nice, but there's like a few individuals getting like 90% of that money.
That's true.
People
It will
that
also be
said that they
something like that.
Yeah.
more likely to be depressed and have anxiety. We need to do our work in this life. So we did a survey. It turned out that, and it's probably going to be no surprise to anyone, that the people that said that they were more likely to be depressed and have anxiety and have more stress were women and gender diverse individuals during this time.
Of course. So basically, women, you know, guys that are, you know what I'm saying? And please, because everyone else is out there working.
Yeah.
Getting
stuff done, you know?
Time period. So that's why it's so important to do the research on health equity, who's falling behind, and that's why this campaign is so important.
Well,
What is she wearing? I can't hear you. Your clothes are too loud, right?
Dr. Galea, you are a senior scientist at CAMH, but your focus is on women's mental health specifically. Can we talk about sex hormones for a second? Because how do they, in your research?
Well, I thought that there was no differences between men and women, right, guys?
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
that there was no differences between men's brains and women's brains, and it was all nurture, not nature, right? Please, I thought that you can transform from one to the other.
Actually affect our mental health more specifically, and how does that then differ from, for example, a man's experience with mental health?
Yeah, there's so many things I could talk about here, but we do know that the who gets different disorders is very dramatically different between men and women. So boys, for example, are more likely to be diagnosed with autism. Women are more likely to be diagnosed with depression than men are. But it goes beyond who's getting it. It's also how it manifests. So the symptoms can be very different between men and women, boys and girls, and that suggests that treatments need to be different too. In terms of sex hormones, the time of greatest risk to develop depression in a person's lifetime is postpartum. Pregnancy associated with huge changes in hormones.
That's another thing that I think, guys, postpartum is a real thing, but I don't think it's as common as people say it is. And I think that, guys, these women, they're just demons that like to delete their children, and now they have an excuse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Guys, you know what? I don't care. Let's switch gears, all right? Let's do that here. I gotta do one thing, guys. Hold on. 1 second. Let's do this. Copy. Do this here. Gotta do one thing, guys. Okay. Give me 1 second. Okay. Go here. What? Okay. Okay, let's switch gears here, guys. Guys, anything else to say about these chicks having crazy mental health problems?
Yeah, they like it because it they can claim I have such X mental health problem, so therefore I am not as accountable as someone who does not have it. That's definitely one thing. They also a lot of these medications make them numb to the world, and that kind of like suits them, so they like that too. And they also like abuse that medication sometimes too.
Yep. But let's switch gears.
That's the sound of the police.
You guys never let them make their mental health problems your problems, guys.
Yeah.
They're not. You are better off homeless, living in a box under a bridge than dealing with some mentally ill broad that's going to trash your house, get you arrested for DV. Come on. You know what I'm saying? So let's do this.
Get your seller to be deleted.
Yeah. Yep. That's true.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Good.
Great. Is there a reason you're driving way over the postal speed limit?
I honestly have no idea where I'm at.
She's wasted.
That's not how you start a conversation with a guy.
You're drunk.
No,
And right here,
not.
we know that she's
All right.
drinking on medication. You can already kind of tell how slow she's talking and everything.
It's true. It's true.
Oh, I live in Tampa.
Okay, so the speed limit back there is 45. I was doing 80 and I wasn't even catching up to you. You were gone.
Oh, really?
Yes. So right now I'm going to ask you to step out of the vehicle. Do you have a driver's license? Registration and proof of insurance?
Yes, I do.
And you clearly smell of alcohol. Driver's license. Registration, proof of insurance. Thought we had a 1031 going on. Clocked her at 50, I flipped around and all of a sudden she bolted. Yeah, I've asked you for your registration, proof of insurance.
How did I bolt?
Because when I turned around, you were doing 50 mile an hour when I turned around, and then you were gone. Straight up just gone.
Well, honestly, I don't live here. I live in Tampa, so I don't know where.
And you're slurring your speech. You smell of alcohol. Step out of the vehicle.
And you're ugly. And your mama.
And your hoe. Your mom's a hoe.
Ma'am, I'm not
too.
going to ask you again. You're going to step out of the vehicle, or I'm going to take you out of this vehicle. Walk back to the car.
She's gonna fall over.
What's going on?
Uh-oh,
What are you
who's
guys
this guy?
doing? You guys are way over the speed limit.
Whoa. Who's this guy? What's this?
He doesn't fit in this picture, really.
Are those wine shots things, you know?
I know.
That's
you're
her
not.
son.
It's in your hand.
Oh.
Her bottles of lotion, I guess I got out here.
That's the guy who bought all the drinks.
Yep.
I've asked for the registration, proof of insurance like 3 times. Okay.
Here's a question. Why does it look like he's sober?
I'm headed to my parents' house and.
That's a good question, right? You would think he would drive because he's probably drunk. He's like, yeah, I'm taking her home and smash, right? You know?
Yeah, but you don't let her drive.
Yeah.
Alligator Lake.
Where y'all come from? Alligator Lake is way over there.
Yeah.
I know.
It's near Alligator
But I
Alcatraz.
just had corneal transplant in my eye, so it's really hard for me to see through this left eye. So
Oh,
like,
shut up.
If
you
go
can't
slower.
drive at night, you shouldn't be driving.
I know.
I'm trying to get to the DMV to take away your license. If you can't drive at night, you should not be driving.
I know, but I can't help my situation.
So you smell of alcohol. Straight up, just gonna be blunt and honest.
I was out of
She's cooked.
Well, I can tell. I can absolutely tell. I initially clocked you at 50 miles an hour. And when I turned around, you were gone.
I have no idea.
My car was recording, and I was doing 80 miles an hour trying to catch you.
I'm so sorry because I have no idea.
So it doesn't matter at this point. So now I'm going to ask you to do filthy sobriety exercises.
Okay, I can't do whatever you're going to pull out with your flashlight. I can't do that with my eye. I can't.
Why not?
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Just had a corneal transplant. Like, what do you not understand?
So are you refusing to do? There's more than just the eye.
No, there's not. You cannot do that.
You can just go to jail.
No, I'm not going to
That escalated quite quickly.
It's about time you had a cop that didn't beg with her for 5 minutes.
Like 35 minutes. Guys,
Yeah.
Look at a lot of these DUI videos, right? They're like 35, 45 minutes long on a lot of channels, and 25 minutes of it is, oh, please, man, get out of the car. Please, man, I need your insurance, please.
But, and I'm putting an asterisk on there, they need to go back to the days when cops had batons and they dealt with you for about 3 minutes, and then they just pulled that thing out and whacked you upside the head.
But we're post 2020, right? This is post 2020 policing, right?
Don't care.
You know what I'm saying? Ridiculous.
Stop! Are you saying stop?
Hey.
Stop! I won't do it. What?
Put your arms back.
I won't do anything. Like,
Amber.
Stop!
Just relax.
I just said to look my eye.
And I said there's more exercises than your eyes. And you said no, clearly.
No, I won't
Don't move
do
your
it.
arms.
I won't do it. I will do whatever you want.
Hey, Amber, just calm down. She means sexually, too.
Relax. Right now you're in this position because you want to be.
No, I don't. I will cooperate. I'm just saying I can't do anything with my eyes
slurring your
with a flashlight.
And I said there's more.
And
I said there's more exercises.
Okay, and I will do them.
But you just told me no.
No, I said I will do them.
You just
But
told me no.
No,
It's
I
recorded
said
right
I
here.
can't. No, I cannot do anything with flashlight. I said.
Stop.
Tell me your situation.
What's my situation?
This is fucking ridiculous.
What?
This is fucking ridiculous. This is fucking.
Because she's resisting.
I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting. I said I cannot do anything with my eyes in a flashlight. I just had a corneal transplant. Like, are you out of here?
And ma'am, you said
All
that.
Starlight
I
has
said,
a
okay.
good one.
Corneal transplant, but she's trying.
Guys, wait. Do you guys still see the thing on the screen?
I can.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that was so weird. I wonder why I was doing
Would
that.
do everything. I would
And
do.
then
I would do
more
everything.
exercises.
I said I would do it, and now you slam into my f***ing car.
Well, we tried to put you in handcuffs out here.
Why?
You didn't.
You guys know who she sounds like, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I want my medication, and I want my croutons, please.
Because
No, she
you
sounds
said
like
no.
I was just
No,
drinking a
I
beer.
said
Yeah, her too. They all sound the same. All these white chicks, yeah.
I'm surprised she's not doing the white chick go-to where you're under arrest. For what? For what? For what? For what? For 5 minutes.
Nah, is your body camera on?
Yes.
I was drinking a beer.
do everything I will, but I cannot do anything with flashlights to my eyeballs.
And I said there's more exercises.
Okay, and I said I would do it. No. I said I would do it.
All
And
right,
now
so-
you're having handcuffs. Please take me out.
No. You need to calm down. Ma'am.
I mean, I'll do anything. Like, why?
So calm down and take a deep breath, all right?
Okay, Okay, but like I'm just telling you, I can't do anything with
And I
flashlights
understand
in my
that.
eyes.
You explained that to me, and I said, okay.
And I said I will do that.
Hold on. I said there's more exercise.
And I said I would do that.
No, you said no.
No, I said I would do that. I would say no. No, I said no to the flashlights to my eyeballs because it is gonna hurt my eyeballs.
Okay, and I
gonna
understand
be
that.
a deterioration.
So at this time, I'm requesting a voluntary breath sample. If I need, I'll read you implied consent. It's 100% up to you. If you don't want to talk to me, you're just going to go to jail. Get charged with a DUI refusal if you don't want to talk.
Can you just please let me go home?
There it goes. I just need to go
I'm not
home.
letting you drive drunk.
So I'll take an
You
Uber
said you're going to
from
Alligator
here.
Lake, which is You're in Lake City. We don't have Ubers, hardly ever.
No, you do.
Hardly ever.
I guarantee you do.
You may find one, but
No,
so
you do.
you said yes.
She was doing 80 in a residential.
Do you guys mind transporting?
And that, no, just let me go home.
Her.
Hey, stop pulling.
Ow! You
Just
did
listen.
that. You did that. That was all fucking you.
You're just really drunk.
I'm not fucking drunk.
You understand your actions tonight, right? I can absolutely 100% take you to jail for resisting charge. You understand? I told you to get back in the car, and I never told you to get out of the car. You understand that?
Come on, guys.
Stop. Stop.
Don't touch me.
Put your hands behind your back. Stop resisting. Stop resisting.
Oh, wait.
Stop resisting.
I think we saw this a long time ago.
And disorder and refused to compel a female in a residential area. Upon arrival, the female suspect became visibly agitated and refused to comply with officers' commands, leading to escalating resistance. What followed quickly turned from a routine disturbance call into a highly confrontational and disorderly arrest situation.
Weird.
Ho, 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 ho!
Oh!
What's the problem here?
Oh!
What's going on?
Bad dispute.
Okay. All right. What happened?
I woke up. She's here.
Okay.
Not doing good, and yeah, I don't know.
Okay. All right. Do me a favor. Is this your car?
No, this is my car.
Okay. Maybe just lean against the back of it for me for right now. Appreciate it.
You know that, right? I didn't call them.
You told him to call the cops on me.
No. Neither one of you called the cops. It was somebody else that lives around here that called us that saw you guys fighting.
Your roommate to call the cops on me.
Hold on.
Hey, lower your voice. All right.
So-
We'll figure it out. Okay.
Did he smash her and not hit her buster?
First name?
Patrick.
Why don't you stay here? Hey. Stop. Stop. Stop.
Don't touch me.
Put your hands behind your back. Stop resisting. Okay. Stop resisting.
I didn't do anything.
Stop resisting.
Walk away from us.
Help me. What are these
Sit up.
things?
Sit up. Sit up.
Patrick!
Stand up.
Patrick!
Stand up.
Patrick!
Stop yelling.
I didn't do anything.
Too
Stop
funny for this man.
off of
Walk
me.
and stop resisting.
I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything.
No, you
I didn't do
Get in the
anything.
car. You're under arrest.
For what?
Sit in the car.
No.
Sit in the car.
No. No.
Sit in the car.
No. I didn't do anything.
You're under arrest.
I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. Patrick.
Get in the car.
Patrick. 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 I didn't do anything. Patrick.
224 dispatch. Perfect. We'll talk to you in a second. Thank you. Go ahead. Perfect. Ryan, wants to talk to him, please.
During the interviews, witnesses reported observing the altercation between Erin and her ex. One witness, Johnson, saw
Look at
Erin
this guy.
throwing a table and chair before punching her ex. Another neighbor, Juan, confirmed seeing
And there's a table and there's a chair, guys, right?
Erin hitting her ex and ripping his shirt. Both witnesses provided consistent statements, confirming the physical abuse and supporting the officer's actions during the
I
arrest.
guess he brought the table to the table.
Yeah,
what do you bring? You know what they said?
She
He's
brought
like,
the table.
We'll table this discussion for later.
I didn't do anything.
You resisted, and you need to calm down.
Go home.
Absolutely not. You're under arrest.
My boyfriend.
Oh, sorry, guys. I completely missed this. I had to step away for a second. Sorry, guys.
It's time!
Well, kudos to him too, because that's the fastest I've seen one of them stuffed in the back of a squad car.
Yeah, me too.
You're ruining my life. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything.
Change of plans. Why don't you meet me at the Sally Port? I'll be returning with this female.
It's going to be a long, loud ride back to the station.
You're ruining my life.
I love that. They always say that. You're ruining my life. You need to take me home. Call my dad.
Guys, that looks like a... Right?
What am I going to jail for?
Resisting arrest, obstructing, interfering.
Oh, really? Because I'm sitting right here.
1015, one adult female, 131805.
What am I going to jail for? What am I going to jail for?
Resisting arrest, obstructing, and interfering.
No, that's not true. You're gonna get sued. You're gonna get sued because you have body cameras.
Yep, body camera's on.
You're gonna get sued.
All you gotta do is just slam on the brakes, and her face will go
Yep.
boing and bounce straight off that thing.
I love how many of them have an attorney and they know how they're going to sue.
Yeah, right? Uh-huh.
No, bro, I'm not going there.
Well,
I didn't do anything.
you need to lower your voice.
I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything wrong. Please, sir, officer, I didn't do anything wrong.
No, that time is past. That time is past. You're under arrest.
Oh my God! Ow!
Why?
Ow!
What's wrong with you? Why are you acting like this?
Hurt me! Ow! Ow!
274 dispatch.
You are harassing me! Get out of this car!
1043 the Sally
This is
Port.
my right!
Ending mile 31805.
Demons, like you say, AJ.
Get me the out of this car! Bro!
You need to relax.
No, you are a piece of... You're gonna get fired, you know that?
No, I won't.
No, you have body cameras, so you're gonna get fired.
I'm
You're
not.
gonna get fired for... Like, you think you're white?
Oh, calm
No,
down.
you're gonna get fired.
Calm down.
I didn't do anything.
Okay, can you calm down? Can you stop yelling?
Please.
Calm down. Put your
Get
sisters
away.
on. Okay, here. Why don't you put your shoe on, dear? Calm down.
Please. I didn't do anything. My boyfriend's getting arrested. I didn't do anything.
Here.
Oh my God. Please get me out of these cuffs. Please.
Put your shoe on.
What a mess.
Please.
Put your shoes on, okay? Chill out. All right. We're going to walk over here. Hey, dear. All right, calm down, Beth. We're going to go right over here. Come on, relax.
I didn't do anything.
Okay, come on.
I didn't do anything.
Okay, calm down. What's your name?
Aaron.
Aaron? Come on, let me go in here. I will.
Please help me.
Okay.
Calm down, Aaron. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. I'm a law-abiding citizen.
Okay.
I obey the laws.
Aaron,
I shouldn't be in jail right now.
calm down.
I do the laws. I obey the laws. I should be in jail. I promise. I follow the laws.
Everything in your pockets?
No,
Aaron.
After Erin was arrested and placed in the squad car, she was transported to the police station, where her disruptive behavior continued.
Of course
Due
it
to her
did.
erratic actions, she was eventually evaluated by medical staff for clearance. Once cleared, she was taken to the local county jail for processing. Erin faced multiple
They had her head checked for wearing this outfit.
charges,
Yeah,
including
looks like she
felony
ran a
battery to a
fool's
public
errand.
officer, resisting an officer, and disorderly conduct. She pled guilty to battery and resisting an officer, receiving 30 days in the House of Correction and Probation.
Let's go.
The disorderly conduct charge was dismissed, and she was ordered to undergo domestic abuse assessments and was fined $966. Please show your support by liking.
All right, you guys, I'm gonna shut this bad boy down. You know, I appreciate you guys being here. You know, we'll probably do a couple daytime lives. I have a topic for Tuesday. You know what? We might just need to do another deep dive, guys. We haven't done one in a while. I think Tuesday is going to be a deep dive on one of these dunderheads that I find on TikTok. So there's one chick that says, my husband's totally perfect, but I have to divorce him because I can't feel like I'm me in our marriage. Please. So, but all right, you guys, I'm going to shut this down. I appreciate you guys. And yeah, guys, take it easy, okay?
All right.